The 100 days challenge and 7 days to die isn't anything new. Survive 100 days in a massive open world with mysteries at every corner. But doing this without ever picking up a firearm is much more difficult. So this is me spending 100 days in a melee-only run in the hardest overhaul mod known as Darkness Falls. Damn near unkillable mini-bosses, dangerous wastelands, absurd horde nights every 7 days. Oh, what is that? And much, much more. No guns, no bows, no rocket launchers, just me, an electric stick, and 100 days of pure zombie ass kicking. This video took me 2 months to make, so you should subscribe, and your mom should too. Day 1, I loaded into a Darkness Falls map and immediately got started. Though we're playing modded and with no guns, we still have to complete challenges and the starting quest so we can find our first trader. We obviously did the basics and crafted an axe and everything else we would need to get started. There we go. Oh, let me go ahead and open my backpack here. Activate my backpack so at least I have some inventory slots now. We have a blank class paper, which I'm not sure what I want to do yet until I do some reading. And after crafting a club, I came across my first zombie. Okay, that was decent damage. And now I'm realizing that this is going to be hard as hell. And while I look through what class I want to go into, let me explain a few rules. So, I'm not allowed to use guns, but I can still use turrets and traps of any type. Meaning, if I come across gun parts or ammo, I still need to keep them. Anyways, I came to the decision to go into Scientist because I think stun batons are the only way I'm going to be able to do this challenge. Later in the day, I finally started making my way towards the trader, and if you guys want to follow along with the day counters, they're right here. When I got to Trader Hugh, I started offloading some things for money, and the nice part about doing a no guns run is I can sell any gun mods or just straight up guns, and that sells for a lot of money. All right, what I might want to go ahead and do actually is make a storage box and then just put a bunch of the stuff that I am going to keep but not use right now. In Darkness Falls, whenever you meet a trader, you can break down all of these construction boxes, and this is a great way early game to get yourself some forged steel and forged iron. And before day 1 even came to a close, I already had a decent pool of resources, which is a great start. Since it's almost nighttime, I can't really leave without dying, so I decided to start working on my class quest, meaning I need 16 aloe vera leaves. Here we go, cloth fragments and then bandages. And the reason I'm focused on this is once I finish my class quest, it unlocks all of my perks and abilities that I can put levels into to become really strong. But now that it's nighttime, I really can't leave to go get these cloth fragments slash bandages, so it's time to just loot up the rest of Hugh's place. Hell yeah, forged steel already. We're gonna have to remember that Darkness Falls also only runs off cash for vending machines. So like if I wanted these lamb rations right now, I can't buy them unless I have cash. It was now day 2, and luckily I remembered that I had some cloth inside of my storage box, so I'm done with my quest. Well, as soon as I get these painkillers, but we have a small issue. There's a bear over there. Did we make Darkness Falls harder without telling me there's a dire wolf? What is going on? I ended up camping out until morning time when zombies no longer run, so I should be a little bit safer now. At least that's what I thought, but now there's a dire wolf camping the trader, so I can't really leave yet. I just really need these last set of painkillers. 15 forged steel. Okay, well, there's my stun baton for when the time comes. That was really, really good. I need to get the hell out of here, but like, what do you want from me? If he could just fall outside of that wall, that would be perfect. Come on, man. I'm waiting for it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. After getting super lucky, I was able to buy my last painkiller, meaning I'm done with my class quest. And with my newfound freedom, I began searching the area for a house to live, and this wouldn't be permanent, just a little temporary setup. Also, I got my first wandering horde, and I did it successfully. There's also gonna be loot bag central, which will be nice. Golly, this is a big horde for this early in the game. Is that a sleeping bear? Yo, what is happening in my life? It took me quite a bit of time to take out all these zombies because I'm not even in the bladed weapons class and my stamina's horrible. I love it. I got some cash. I could buy some food. 2 wrenches. Stop it, yo. Oh my gosh. These loot bags are goated. Yo, an advanced pistol. I would be ecstatic if this was a normal playthrough. But then 30 seconds later, I got another wandering horde, so I think my settings are screwed up. This is actually going amazing. I'm really, really enjoying this. A lot of loot bags means a lot of cash, so before continuing my search for a house, I went back to the trader to buy some drinks from the vending machine since I was low on water. Okay, we got a good amount of drinks. That should hold me over for now. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna put a point into that. That's only 2. Put a point into parkour and just get all of like the athletic skills going. I think that's nice. Why is there a wandering horde on me? I just had one. Yeah, my situation's quite unfortunate. So instead of looking for a house, I am now building to the top of a roof so I can get away from this wandering horde and evade nighttime. This unlocks scrap tool recipes. I should probably do that for like pickaxe, the fire axe, all that stuff. All right, so for the regular stun baton, I need science 3, which is in with
within my class.
As you can see, I was still being productive. I was pumping all of my levels and getting everything set up for the morning of day 3.
Increases damage for batons by 30%. And then for the workbench, I need to make sure I don't screw this up here. I'm gonna need to craft this as well. We need advanced engineering 1 or workbenches 1. Which I think is within here, workbenches 1.
And after I was done pumping all of my levels, I went back to the main menu, set up my wandering horde settings better, and now we should be good. On the morning of day 3, this blue house over here is where I was going to set up, so I just needed to clear out some zombies, that way I was safe.
Welcome home, Sizen. Welcome home.
I went inside and started clearing out the place, that way I could set up camp for now.
Don't bust out my front door. That's my new front door, okay? I just bought this house. It cost me all of nothing. We actually found a book. It was Pistol Pete. I probably should have just sold that. Anything with guns, I'm gonna sell.
Well, for now at least, until I rack up some money, then I'll start scrapping them for skill notes to go into another class.
And I can also use all this stuff for storage, can I not? No, I cannot. Okay. This bookcase I can, though.
After spending a few minutes, I cleared out the entire house, and now it was time to grab my end loot and start setting up.
What do we have? That can be sold. There's my pipe baton. I guess I will just use that then. Until I can make mine. Okay, that could be sold. We'll definitely use that.
And of course, before building anything, I had to place down a land claim block so my structures and everything else don't disappear over time. I'm kind of pissed off that the old owner left all their furniture behind, so after I break all of this down, then I can get started. Well, it turns out I have ADHD and I have the attention span of a squirrel, so instead of working on my house, I ran a building. Well, it was worth, look at all this loot. This was the first playthrough that I ever felt like I had control of my own game, and I think there's a reason for it. Every single playthrough, I find the trader and then just start running quests immediately and don't really worry about anything else. And I'm not going to spoil things for you, but let's just say that I did things completely different this time around.
Let's see what we get. Crafting from the masters increases the quicker crafting perk by 1. Absolutely. Why wouldn't I do that?
We were approaching the end of day 3, but let me tell you my current goal. So basically, I want a workbench, but I can't craft that without forged iron. So first I need to craft a forge and then I'll be set. Also, this was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh god. There it is.
She's feral.
Oh boy. That's a bear too. Yeah, I really ruined this for myself, man.
So I do what I do best, and I run around obstacles and make sure zombies get stuck on them while I try to lose them. Listen, I learned my lesson. I don't think the few bullets and Molotovs was worth the possible death. I won't be doing that again. I played with the good old Grim Reaper a little bit too much today, so we're just gonna camp out in the house overnight and do our next task in the morning. I started off day 4 by making the forge that I so wanted, and now I need an anvil so I can make forged iron. Day 4 was a short one in the sense that all I really did was housework. I placed more storage boxes and cleared out more things. If your home life is good, then everything else outside of it will be good. Well, at least I just made that up, actually. Day 5, I remembered that there was a challenges window, and this is a great way to get a lot of experience really early.
All right, so we have an anvil. Now I can make forged iron. Max is
9. And it takes 3.5 minutes. Before getting the day started, I saw that I had 7 levels, so I started pumping these, keeping in mind that Horde Night is right around the corner and I need to be ready. So a few of the notable ones was blunt weapon crafting, tool crafting, electric basics for traps, and a few other goodies. I was thinking that if I get this workbench, then I can craft these traps for my Horde base and everything will be a lot easier. Not only that, but I can craft my stun baton, which will ensure my survival of the very first Horde Night.
It's gonna take almost 4 minutes, dude.
I'll be real, I went AFK, but now it's done.
You guys ready for this? Oh my gosh. Oh, I can make it tier 31.
And since I gathered all that forged steel super early on, I was able to craft it.
All right, campfire, can also place that down. Let's place that in the kitchen on the table. I love that. All right, now I can make all sorts of stuff. Dried orange slices, grilled yucca.
This food is very basic, and none of it's really good or offers wellness, which I'll explain here in a little bit, but it's food, and I don't have any. Anyways, in this mod, whenever you go to eat food, it'll tell you current wellness, and that's how much permanent health and stamina it will give you until you die. If you die, you lose 10 permanent health and stamina down to a minimum of 50 unless you pump levels into wellness. After doing all of my housework, it was time to run our very first quest from Hugh. This wasn't necessarily because I wanted to get high in the quest tiers right now. I just desperately need food, so this is my best shot.
All right, Goal number 1, finding food. Goal number 2, I don't really care.
I think the reason I was set up so early on is because I took absolutely everything. Even if I thought it was minute or not very important, I still took it. Also, stun baton this early, my favorite thing.
Those are just light attacks, by the way. 3 hits.
Also, me having the good stun baton this early kind of made these quests a little too easy, but it's still good loot. Come on, give me some good stuff this time. Please. No shot. Q's quest rewards were pretty damn good. I mean, there was a workbench, which I just crafted one, generic schematics for mods, or...
You know what's actually crazy? This saves me so much time.
Normally, I wouldn't take the iron there. I would take the general schematics so I can craft mods, but this early, I don't need those.
Do you guys see why I went with stun batons for a melee-only run? It is just... In my opinion, it's the best weapon in the game. I should be fine in this house, even though it's nighttime and things are going to be running... As long as we don't have radiateds in here.
I found my supplies to complete the quest right off the rip, but I decided that I should probably run the rest of the building for XP and the rest of the gear here. As you can see, day 6, I was still running this quest, and after this, I only have one goal, and that's building a horde base. Come on, partners.
You're dead?
And you're dead.
Dude, that's so much stuff. I love it.
Now that we got 2 quests out of the way and I've racked up some food and water, it's time to hunker down and build this horde base.
Okay, so hear me out. Normally this would be easy picks, ammo, scope mod, sure, whatever. Plaster cast would be whatever. 3,299 wood is the most random thing ever, and I'm here for it.
Just kidding, I'm a procrastinator and I'm running one more quest. A buried supplies, because someone in chat told me it gives a lot of food.
Oh, that was easy. What do we got here?
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Dude, that's so good.
That's 2 wellness, 20 food.
So currently my max health is somewhere around 120, but eating that apple pie will increase it to 122. Anyways, after picking up my bunker buster mod, it was time to go.
Yes, please.
I headed back home and started pumping my 5 levels. I went into science crafting, tool crafting, vehicles, which unlocked the mini bike for me, and I'm most likely going to craft that within the next few days. And now it's time to build the most basic, horrible horde base ever, but it's temporary. Yeah, but then I got bored. So day 7, I ran a quest to break up me building the horde base, and it actually ended up being a pretty good POI and offering me a lot of stuff.
Holy smokes, dude. See, it's bags like this that I wish I was doing a gun run. Blueberry Jammaroony. I also get to save a bunch of resources on crafting ammo and blah, blah, blah. Bicycle handlebars, nice. 7 repair kits. There's a lot of perks to not running guns, but there's obviously also a lot of downsides to it.
Anyways, back to building this jank-ass cube. Let's kill some zombies.
Okay, forgot about the spit. I'm gonna be real, but it's fine because we got this. Yo, that kind of breaks really fast. Holy smokes. I gotta put that in a better spot. Hold on. Okay, we're good. We're good. Come on, guys. What are you out there doing, bro? Come to me. Thank you. Shock, 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 please. There we go. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. I can see how this is going to be probably an impossible playthrough. I 100% think this is going to be impossible now that I'm thinking about it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Once I get all the traps, we'll be solid, guys. Okay. Definitely need to upgrade to cobblestone ASAP. There's a vulture! Come here, partner. I got you. Can you come up here, please? Ooh, what am I gonna do about the spiders? That's kind of an issue. That's what I do about it. Come here, vulture. Oh, that's hard, dude. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with any of these. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that. Can you jump up here or something, dude? Oh, easy. I kind of fudged it. Damn, we're getting so many vultures. What the heck is this? All right, come on. It's just the spiders and the vultures that are kind of the hardest part to deal with. Come on, guys, come on. The water's fine. I think this stun baton is just way too good. It's just so freaking good. Another vulture. Well, I'd say I'm doing pretty damn good. Ooh, I was not expecting to see a booger. Stop, stop. Okay, well, this is fun. We really need cobblestone. This is bad. Another one? Don't spit, please. Can you stop doing that? As I'm literally cheesing the game. As soon as I like jump, I press crouch and I'm just in the window. It's kind of cool. Stop! All right. That's a problem. Come down here. Let's go! Guys, come to the front. Stop breaking my base. There's something under there!
Yeah, so I completed Horde Night, and this is one of the very few times that I actually killed all the zombies they had to send at me, and... well, it was just done. Spoiler alert, I never use this base ever again. Like, it was just that one time. I promise it gets much, much better. Day 8, I picked up another quest from Hugh. And I know I said I wasn't going to run a lot of quests at the beginning, and I really don't, but I wanted to get tier 1s done because I thought I was going to get a bicycle. It felt like I was speedrunning a game. I absolutely blew through all of these quests. Day 8, I had completed 3 with no notable rewards, so we're going to skip to day 9 and see if I can get this done.
These things. I need to start taking those. Oh, dude. I mean, maybe the mod. Yeah, we're just gonna do that.
Questing continued on until day 10.
Dude, what is up with these random ass numbers of resources? It's so good. Holy smokes, dude. I'm taking the iron. Wait, what? Okay, so vanilla, you definitely get a bicycle. I guess in this you don't. So with that being said, we're just gonna go ahead and jump straight over the bicycle and go to a mini bike.
After a full 2 days of questing, this is what my loot pool looked like. And while it could have been better, I'm actually quite happy. I racked up $10,000, a good amount of ammo, a bunch of resources, and I'd say we're pretty set up for the next few days. I also had enough clay and iron to make an assload of forged iron.
It's ridiculous. Mechanical parts, leather, and electrical parts. There we go. There's our chassis.
First thing, day 11, I headed out to go get myself a lead battery and noticed that I had a car of my own right outside.
I mean, is it a guaranteed battery? No, it's not a guaranteed battery. Okay, well, I got one. Might as well just finish breaking this down. Mini bike craft, 1 minute.
And while this mini bike doesn't last ages, it still was a huge step forward for me. It felt so good to be able to ride fast and not have any stamina usage on it. Let's just say that traversing the map is going to be much, much easier now. And my plan definitely wasn't to keep running quests, it was to work on my horde base, but then I noticed that Mr. Hugh was selling a crucible.
Ooh, the crucible would be massive. Actually... can I make 15 grand? Yes, it's here too. I could just run a quick like 1 or 2 and then I could buy that crucible. That would be a massive step forward.
The only unfortunate thing is this first quest that I ran was a Darkness Falls building, so brand new to the game, and there was no clear path.
Oh, yo, the books? Hold the phone. quicker crafting is maxed out.
I spent way too much time in here, which I didn't love, but since it's a Darkness Falls POI, there's no way of knowing where I'm supposed to go next after completing an area. So, in the base game, just follow the lights in a quest and it'll eventually bring you to the end. This was not like that. Guys, what do I do? There's no more zombies in here. There's literally none.
There's a light here and lights there. I mean, what else do you want from me? This might be glitched out.
It felt really bad having to give up all those quest rewards and the dukes from Hugh, but luckily it's only day 11 and we have plenty of time before the next Horde night. Also, luckily, again, I had $13,000 after selling Hugh a few things from the last quest that I failed, so we're really, really close to buying this Crucible.
All right, guys, let's run it, baby. What you got for me, buddy? A tier 47 fire axe, which is cool and all. I'm just gonna take the iron. Want to sell some ammo? It's actually upsetting. Pistol barrel. We'll worry about this later. It's a problem for later. Sure, we'll just sell the pipes. There we go. 750. I need a little bit more. All right. Sell the springs. I literally have 3 coins.
Yeah, I'm broke, but I have a Crucible, meaning I can make forged steel, and there's a world of possibilities open to me now. Meaning that now it's day 12, I discovered that I could craft a big forge, and I actually needed to be able to use the Crucible and make forged steel. And here's where the snowball started. I need a claw hammer to put in the workbench before I can even craft the big forge. So now that I'm just waiting, I gathered all my food together and noticed that I could cook quite a bit. I mean, chili, chicken soup, pasta, miso, I could cook everything. Another thing that kept me far ahead this playthrough was making sure that I killed every single wandering horde, even if I didn't feel like it. Because of the amount of experience, I would gain about 5 levels per one.
Oh, I'm in the zone. This is scary. Dude, look at my stamina. I want you to pay attention to my stamina. I could do this forever.
This is the nice part about not having to use guns, because you get to save all of those level up points for things that actually matter towards your class.
Just like that, a whole horde dead. Big forge done. Where are we gonna put this is the question.
Now that I had it placed down, it was time to get back to work.
Okay, this thing can hold a lot. So, obviously Crucible. Bellows there, and the wood. And now let's see how fast we can craft forged iron. 8 seconds. 14 seconds for steel. So we'll get 122 forged steel going. That's only 29 minutes. That's not bad. And then the rest of this will turn into forged iron because I think we're going to need that sooner.
Another thing I did to set myself up was craft a full set of tier 31 scrap iron armor. I never had this much crafting freedom in a playthrough, so it felt pretty good. As you can tell, day 12 was a pretty productive day for me. I also got the metal workstation and tailoring workstation crafted for future recipes.
This kind of stuff, like house stuff and, you know, improving character development and all that, it excites me. I don't know if it excites you guys, so we'll run some fun stuff for you. I don't know about you guys, but I seriously think I could probably get to like day 50 without dying if my base progression, my horde base progression, stays consistent. If I forget about it and just stop developing it, then we're screwed.
So every trader location is going to have a doctor chick, and you need to run a certain amount of quests for her so she can open trade routes for you to meet Razor, which is part of the Darkness Falls story. Her quests are very easy. It's kill a few zombies, turn in the quest, and you're done. But the reason I'm running these not only for the story is because she has a higher chance of giving you generic schematics for mods. Why is this important? Because the Repulsor mod will make this playthrough 10,000 times easier. You'll see why eventually. Also, this is what I mean. Just 2 quests later, and I'm already getting what I need. Oh, let's go.
That was the best thing ever.
When I returned home, I cleared out a random bedroom on my bottom floor so I could place this metal workstation, and now it's time to do some important stuff. Everything was in order so I could finally craft this repulsor mod. I just needed to put together the resources.
I can craft this, so let's just go ahead and do that. But baton, I craft a 41 now. And I think it's actually worth it.
So I grabbed my leather and went ahead and crafted one. Now we have a really good baton with the best mod ever.
And we could say goodbye to my tier 26.
I also crafted the medium backpack and the tailoring station, which unlocks 15 inventory slots.
Holy crap.
Day 13, I started mapping out where exactly my new horde base was going to go, and it was right out front of the blue house in the middle of the street.
So normally I do like a pretty big starting base. We're going to do something so terribly small I feel claustrophobic. That way we can actually get it done by tomorrow.
And just wait, when you see the final product, you're going to be doubting the hell out of it, because I certainly did, and that's all I'm going to say.
Boom, boom, boom. And then what I'm going to do at the top is just a simple box. And what I'd really like to do also in the future is expand this. I know I always say I'm going to, But this time I really want to expand. I want like a badass horde base that almost looks like that, you know? With all kinds of different levels and storage boxes all throughout. I think that'd be really, really cool.
And when you heard me say I was going to make the starting part of this base very basic, I wasn't lying. It was just very tall and super small with a tightrope runway. I also fell and broke my leg and saw a wandering horde and fought it all in one go. I am not a good decision maker. This obviously called for me going home to make a plaster cast within my campfire so I could fix my broken leg, and then I immediately got back to making this horde base, which I'll give you a little run through. Actually, before continuing, I realized that I was going to need a lot of cobblestone, so I better get to crafting this now while I'm building so I'm not wasting time. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm not that little noob that started this game a year ago. I actually kind of know what I'm doing, and this horde base was meticulously designed, thought out, and prepped. I put every ounce of knowledge that I had in this game towards this horde base, and you guys are about to see tonight how that goes. This was an ambitious project, which I ended up running out of wood and having to farm more to build this horde base. I don't have much time because we're in the middle of day 14 now, but hey, I'm trying my best. I still have to convert all this to cobblestone too. While I'm still working on the base, let me explain the rules of Horde Night and how it's going to work throughout this playthrough. So, the first Horde Night you guys saw was 4 zombies. This time, it's gonna be 6. For those who don't know, the Horde Night zombie count is how many zombies can spawn at any given time. The reason I did things this way is it actually gives me a chance to complete this challenge. If I started on a 64 zombie count, though it's not gonna be 64 zombies right off the rip because of my game stage, I'm still gonna be screwed. Doing it this way, I get to ease my way in, build up resources, and actually have a fair shot at this game.
So I'm hoping that a good amount of my forged steel and forged iron that was cooking in the big forge is done now. That way I can go ahead and put spikes up there.
I think you get the gist of it. I took no shortcuts and making this base. I worked on it all day and all night. Now it's time to see if it was all worth it. Also, one last thing. I did this really cool design on all of my pillars supporting my base that funneled zombies perfectly. I've never done this before, but it worked really, really well.
All right, so if they're running from behind me, it would be like boom, boom, boom. You know? Like, there's no point that they can get stuck on any of this. It'll just cause them to move. Our first victim. I also have grenades too that I could throw down whenever I get the chance. All right, my dog problem isn't great, but it's like sort of okay. All right, guys. This playthrough is going to be very, very hard. Each Horde Night's going to be a hurdle. Gosh, the repulsor's so good. Especially for when they start piling up a little bit more, too. It's just gonna send them to outer space. Dogs are a little bit annoying. I just can't hit their head. Oh, that's a Night Stalker. The first Darkness Falls creature. We were just talking about this. That kind of sucks. Wow, he has some health, doesn't he? It's hard. I can't hit him. Oh, that was a problem. Let's heal up. We have an infection, but we have plenty of honey and stuff at home.
I bet you're as worried as I was that I couldn't really deal with dogs, spiders, or Night Stalkers really well, but I fixed this over time. You just gotta give me time.
Those vultures. Come on, man. Hit the places you need to hit. He's hitting me and he's not even swinging, which is weird. Look at that, bro. He's hitting me and he's not... I don't know how he's doing that. He's a magician. I'd say other than the few hiccups we had, it went really good. Like super smooth Horde Night for melee only on Darkness Falls. Could have been much worse.
Just like that, it was day 15 and we had completed our second Horde Night, which was one that I was quite worried about. So now, after grabbing all these loot bags, we start the next task.
Okay, that fixed that. We only have 10 minutes now. Not a problem.
So now that my status conditions were taken care of, I started cleaning up the neighborhood by chopping up all of these dead zombie bodies. Now, not only does this clean up the neighborhood, but it gives you a bunch of necessary resources. Next thing I did was pumped my 5 levels from Horde Knight into Sexual T-Rex, which gives stamina regeneration, Health Nut, which gives me 10 wellness and a new minimum wellness, Parkour for those crazy jumps, and a few other things. The rest of day 15, literally the rest of it, was used on treasure maps. I had about 20 of them just racked up over time, and I figured, hey, why not get some ammo and a bunch of money and maybe some food.
We're gonna run it. We're gonna run it. We're gonna run it. Why are these guys running? Oh, they're feral. Got it. I could really use the experience right now.
How does the electric stick feel, you stupid bit? Holy smokes!
99 shotgun rounds. Shells. Don't attack me. And 2 more treasure maps. Okay. Food. Give me food. Give me food.
Ooh. Day 16, I racked up all of my sellables because I was hoping to be able to find something that could help me break down cars a little bit better than a wrench. Why, you ask? Well, I'm already tired of the mini bike, and I want a motorcycle.
I like it. Okay, what can we buy that's gonna really help us at the moment? Chainsaw schematic? No, we don't need that. We don't need it. We want it. Okay, that actually saves me so much time.
This impact driver schematic is exactly what I needed. So once we left Hugh's shop, I checked the requirements and noticed that I have everything.
A tier 31, we just need mechanical parts, spring, and duct tape, which we have all of that at home. So we're gonna go ahead and go home and make that before going back out. Impact driver craft, that's 4 minutes. Now we gotta figure out what to do for the next 4 minutes. I wanted to repair my stun baton, which I need this for.
Darkness Falls also has the mechanic where you can use a duplicate weapon to repair the one you're using, or simply level it up if the original item doesn't need repaired, which is super helpful.
Guys, I'm gonna make a steel axe while we're waiting. I didn't even realize I could do that. There's another book that I missed. I feel like I'm so far ahead for being on day 16, but without putting any points into guns, I have a lot of extra points. So I got my steel axe going. My impact is done, so I don't need a damn wrench anymore. My axe is going to take 2 minutes, which I don't necessarily care about right now. We just wanted that impact. So now that we have that, we can go break down some stuff for electrical parts for later crafting. My next point, though, never mind. I can actually craft a chemistry station. All of this is fairly easy. I think I have the acid. If not, I can easily get that. The beaker is the thing I don't think I have.
Anyways, now that I had the impact, I really wanted to focus the rest of the day on getting enough electrical parts to be able to craft this motorcycle. And fancy enough, I ended up coming across one.
No way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Vehicle repair kit. Fairly easy to make with everything that I have at home. I think last time I played this, it was 3. So we're gonna go home and make 3 of these and repair this, and that'll save me a lot of time, effort, resources, everything. Woo! That's beautiful.
On the way home, I also ran one of the Dr. Chick's quests because in the coming days, I plan on going to meet Razor for the very first time.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Give me an apple pie or something crazy here. Oh no!
That ADHD is coming through. I forgot how good supply crates were, and on my way home, I saw 3 of them right next to each other, so why the hell not?
Can this one give me food? That doesn't sell, but everything else is pretty good.
And then another wandering horde. I'm never gonna get anything done. Do you ever just dislike yourself?
I think eventually it'd be really cool to claim that as my base. Instead of this place, I could just shift everything over. That would be so much better of a base, and then I could set up turrets all along the outside too.
Spoiler alert, I eventually do that. Not the turret thing, but make it my home. And it was sick.
Let's go ahead and make 3 of these. That's only a minute. And it's very, very cheap to make.
Day 17, when those kits were done, I headed straight back to that motorcycle to claim it as mine.
That is glorious. I have a friggin' motorcycle. All right, day 17 is one of the quickest record times for me getting a motorcycle.
That's not the only thing that was quick. I also realized that this thing was going to suck gas, and that was a problem. But next quest.
Hell yeah.
So my next plan of attack was doing something that the game didn't want me to do for once and go run something fun, which was a crack-a-book, a really big one, that I came across earlier in the game.
It's a little bit laggy here. I don't think I've ever seen this crack-a-book in my life before. This looks much different than the ones I've run.
So, a lot of us like paper. Paper's useful. You can make paper planes, you can write on it, you can print stuff on it, and, well, you can do bad things with paper. But, hold on, let me finish. I swear I have a point. This building was the craziest paper outlet I have ever found in my entire life. And, well, you'll see that soon. Not only that, but the amount of leather booths in here really stocked me up for a long time. I think I left this place with around 300 to 400 leather.
All right, well, let's be real. That was 76 leather that I did not have, and now I do. So, was it worth it 100%?
The only downside of running this building, and it kind of worried me, was it took an entire day to get through the whole thing, which was precious horde-based design time. I also think you're finally starting to understand why the stun baton is the only weapon that you can do this challenge with, at least for the first, 30 days.
There's some acid, and I don't have some at home, so we're getting really close to being able to make this chemistry station. I just need a beaker.
Look, I know it's called Crack-a-Book, but I wasn't expecting this many books. By the time I left this place, I had enough bundle of skill notes after scrapping all the magazines I didn't need to be able to craft my second class paper and go into a second class.
All right, so we're up to 66. We had 30-something at home. We're definitely going to have enough, because we need 120. Lockpicking perk, scrap. Guys... I'm up to 120. I have enough on me. We might be able to make 2 class papers with everything we find here.
Halfway through the quest, I had 3 levels to pump, and this allowed me to max out Pummel Pete and Bar Brawler, so I'm doing way more damage now.
We can max out Bar Brawlers, so everything to do with my freaking batons is just completely doped up.
All right, so you remember that weird little skit that I was talking about with the paper thing? So I thought all of these white things were just for looks. I don't know what I thought they were. I thought it was like marble or something. Yeah, that's all paper, my boy.
Looks like there's some control panels that I could actually break down here. Do all of these give electrical parts? Oh! Say less. All right, give me about 10 minutes.
So I haven't quite figured out the paper thing yet, but this is the turning point for me. This is what set me up on electrical parts for about the next 40 days. I had over 1,000.
Oh my gosh. That is so much paper. I didn't realize that's what this was, homie. What the hell? Just from this side, I got 265 electrical parts. We're going to break that down, have around 500. I'm breaking down all the paper in this room. That is asinine. That is next level, just the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. 1,100 paper. I don't even think I need this much paper, but I'm taking it.
This is my favorite thing about 7 Days to Die and the mods and all that stuff in general is you can play this game 1,000 times and always find that one random building that you've never run before or a new cave or just anything. I absolutely love it.
I'm like out of space. You feel me? It's an AK-47. Scrap. Yo, stop it. All right, we're leaving the poop behind. Scrap. What am I looking at? We got our welding torch. Stop. I can't take everything. I might drop some paper.
This building that we just ran reminded me why I love this game so much. That was the most fun I've ever had running a POI, and I can't wait to run more stuff like that. All right, guys, here it goes. My game plan for the next 3 days, and when I tell you it took that long, it did, was clearing out this building, repairing everything that needs to be repaired, clearing out this first floor, and setting it up as my new home. That's what I'm gonna do. And we're gonna kind of speed run it because, let me tell you, this was no quick process. So I'll see you in about 3 days. Day 20, I wouldn't say I was fully done, but I crafted an auger, and this was for forged steel and forged iron crafting to be way quicker. If I'm going to be doing a bunch of base work, then I might as well have all of this stuff smelting in the background to save on time once again. And not only do I get a lot of iron from this, but I'm also getting a bunch of clay and stone, which I need for cobblestone to further expand my horde base. Also, after cobblestone comes concrete, so I made myself a cement mixer, which is going to help a lot.
Concrete mix, I can make 226. We are short on cement. Let's make some cement and some crushed sand. Please tell me you have some cement mix. Or concrete mix. I mean, I guess I could just buy the cement. It's only 551. You have a generator. I can skip some steps there.
As you can see, I was super productive over the past couple of days. This place is looking great. I still have to paint it, but that'll eventually come. Now is a writing desk so I can make more class papers, and then my first set of traps, which was fence posts at my new horde base.
We'll just start off with 2 because it's easily manageable. Can I make turrets yet? No, I can't make any type of turret yet.
And now that everything was in order, I had new workstations on the way, I was crafting concrete, cement, and all other sorts of things, I decided what class I wanted to go into next, which ended up being... Nah, sorry, you gotta wait a little bit. But there's a wandering horde, so I guess I'll kill that real quick. Let's place bets. I'm only gonna die once this entire playthrough. Okay, so I know the past couple of days we've been all over the place. I've done a lot of stuff, and I'm normally not this productive, so it's kind of surprising. But next up, and the final thing I'm gonna do before Horde Night, is build 2 stands on either side for these fence posts, which was supposed to be quick, but as you can see on day 21, I was still at it because these bars were being a pain in my ass and not placing how I wanted them to, and this eventually changes. But the finished product for now was 2 hallways on either side where I would place the fence post to connect to the other side and be able to maintain them without having to leave my base. After finishing the hallways, I got the generator placed, 3 engines inside, fueled it up. Now I just gotta grab my fence posts and we're fully set. Also, while doing all of this, I was making a bunch of concrete in the background, and my hope is that before this next Horde Night, I can at least upgrade the pillars and all the hit points for zombies on my horde base. But blah blah blah, let's put this stuff into action. I got my fence post wired up, so that wire is live and shall shock zombies as they walk through. And the final step to all this madness is, like I said before, upgrading the front fighting area to concrete. This is where zombies are going to hit the most, this is where they're going to be spitting, and this should offer a lot more protection.
Boys and girls, cats and squirrels, my freaking wellness is over 180.
If you've watched my previous playthroughs in Darkness Falls, the highest my wellness has ever been by day 100 was only like, I think 150. Dude, all I'm trying to say is just like go in the comments and say something nice like, oh, Sizen, you're doing so good. Like, you're freaking amazing at the game. Woo. And let me just say, even in the hardest times, when I've upped the zombie count to 8, meaning during Horde Night, 8 zombies can spawn at any given time, I decided to place chairs. After putting points into Electric Basics 1 and 2, I was able to craft the dart trap, and I started making darts as well.
43 darts. That's enough to get me absolutely nowhere. I don't know if dart trap is efficient at all. There's a trigger plate. Let's see how this all works.
So I've never actually used dart traps all like that, so I had no idea how to wire this up. I ended up doing it incorrectly to where it would just shoot 24/7 instead of being triggered by the plate. But that's enough talking. It's now late night, day 21. Here's our 3rd Horde Night at an 8 zombie count.
That's so annoying. Gosh, that's so upsetting. Because the dart trap is actually really good. All right, let's keep an eye on these. Which one is actually breaking? I think it's this left one. Okay. Damn, guys, look at me. Tier 51 stun baton, electric traps, whatever the hell this is, all on day 21. I'm so proud of myself. Grab that real quick. Okay, the cool thing about the electric trap too is it holds them from falling, so I can at least get some hits in. I actually love that. So much shocking going on. Okay, they don't get shocked, which is an issue. So they're not getting shocked by my baton either. And of course, this is all we're getting. Can I get some normal zombies for once in my life?
These Night Stalkers right now are only really a temporary problem until I get a better stun baton and better perks. Then at that point, I'll be able to 3-tap them, no problem.
This is a problem? Okay, I need a way to deal with these Night Stalkers. Repulsor, nothing works on them.
Another Horde night down successfully with no break-ins or issues. I'm actually really proud of myself. I'm gonna go ahead and gather all these loot bags and meet you guys back at home to deposit this stuff. So everything's put away and I finally committed to a class which was Farmer. So now I'm Farmer and Scientist, and the reason for this is wellness. That's literally it. The more food I can craft, the higher my wellness can get, and I'll be set. I also really like farming in this game. It's quite enjoyable, and yeah. The class quest was pretty easy. The last thing I had to do was take this here garden hoe and till the ground to plant some seeds. Once I'm done with this, then I have everything unlocked. Actually, no, last part was chicken coop and animal snare, but that's also really easy. This over time should produce eggs and feathers for me, and then in the animal snare, I'm gonna get animal fat, raw meat, and leather. So pretty useful. And then you guessed it, another wandering horde. They kind of walked into my house and walked back out, which was weird, but yeah, the reason I'm leveling up so fast is I never skip out on a wandering horde, and each time I complete these, I'm getting like 2 or 3 levels. It's definitely worth it. Kill your wandering hordes, and you'll be happy. This is all I really did for the rest of the day, though, was farming. I also made a rain catcher for water. That way I could fill up buckets of water and fill my little trenches here to make it actually look like a garden. I started off day 23 with a bunch of cooking. I gathered all of my cooking resources, went over to my campfire, and noticed that I could make some pretty good stuff. 6 apple pies? I mean, come on. When the sun finally came up, I started running more quests for Dr. Chick. I was very close to completing her line so I could go meet Razor, and I was dead set on this. After that one, I only had 2 more, so we're gonna run these continuously and not get sidetracked, I promise. Generic schematics, let's go, baby. I completed all of my quests at the end of the day, picked up my final reward, and went to go meet Razor. Well, not just yet. I want to make a watch and do a few more things before I commit to this long-ass trip. For those who haven't played this mod, the reason I get so excited over these little blue papers is because this is how you craft any and all mods. Without them, no mod crafting. So, I made myself a watch which allows me to finally be able to see the time of day at the top of my screen.
What I can do, where's all of my stone? I can start turning this into cement because we're gonna need it. Is that the advanced forge? What do I need for this? Let's just take a peek. Advanced forge. I can craft it. Oh my gosh. And a brass radiator. Oh my goodness. All right, we are gonna need to get on forged steel again, but
I was gonna start smelting and making more cement, but with the advanced forge on the way, I wanted to wait for better rates.
Bada bing, modify, bada bing. Let's go, I can tell time now!
Okay, hear me. I was supposed to go meet Razor, and I don't know why I didn't head to him, I'm gonna be honest, but I opened trade routes with the actual trader to go meet the next one in the snow biome.
Okay, so we're freezing to death in here. What kind of insulated clothes are you wearing, you frickin' dingbat? What the hell is this?
Okay, I kind of had a plan, so I rode all the way over here to see if Jen was selling a beaker when I could have just crafted one. I'm an idiot, I know. But once I have the chemistry station, then I can go to the desert, make a bunch of gas, then go to Razor, when I could have just gone to Razor. I don't know.
Please. Yes! $1,500 is a ripoff, but I don't care. I'd be trembling in my britches right now if I found this on a regular run. Freaking auto shotgun schematic.
I also ran a quest for Jen, which was really stupid because I was trying to get her quest tiers up to go and open trade routes again when I could just do that with the trader next to my house. That's the cool thing about the new update. Instead, I sat here freezing my ass off running this house when I could have been doing this at home. I'm really upset with myself once again. Also, running an infested clear in the snow with slow movement speed probably wasn't the best decision I've ever made, but here we are. Leaving Pine Forest really showed in the difficulty scaling because the snow biome is the second to last place you're supposed to visit, and with that being said, I really don't plan on staying here long. I'm probably gonna run this one quest and dip. It was the morning of day 24. I finally completed the quest, grabbed my loot, and got the hell out of here.
Wow, that's really good. Damn it. I wake up in the morning and I talk about that and I'm and I just realize to myself what's going on. I'm gonna do like a GoFundMe so I could buy my dream motorcycle. Y'all think that would do good? Probably not. I get like $3 by the end of 2027. It's okay though. I'll buy it eventually. Let's quickly see if this is done. It sure is. Let's place our new forge here.
I'm actually really excited to see how fast this thing cooks.
Craft. Chemistry station is going.
So I'm not necessarily going to go through my skills with you guys every single time I have a level up point. I'm going to update you here and there, but at the end of the playthrough, I'll show you the complete build. For now, though, I put a point into heavy armor crafting for better armor and health nut to get my health up.
Hello, chem station.
There's a pattern going on here. I have a lot of days where I run fun stuff, and then I have other days like day 24, today, where I do productive things.
Inkaruni.
Also, I'm trying to go into a third class right now, which is why I'm making the 2 ink. I already have everything else.
Heating elements I can also craft now, which is really expensive.
But rightfully so. The heating element is basically the best forge mod you can get. It increases the smelting speeds by a lot.
That's quite pricey. 27 minutes frickin' later, too. Holy crap.
There's a method to my madness. With that new class paper, I went into Laborer, and the reason for it is, within the Laborer class, there are perks that increase the smelting speed of forges and the crafting speed of workbenches. So that, combined with my new heating element, I should be crafting things at, honestly, 0 seconds. Also, no, I'm not being a psycho weirdo. I have to place 100 building blocks for this class quest. It's super dumb.
Okay, easy. Place forge. And we're done with Laborer, so now I can go ahead and put points into it.
And with 2 points, I put them into Hammer and Forge, which increases my smelting speeds by 20%. We're set now.
It's 5 seconds per one. 761 only takes 63 minutes. That's quite gnarly. But we need cement first. And that's 51 minutes.
I'm still waiting on that improved heating element, but the times will be much lower after getting that. So day 25, I finally decided I was going to head to Razor. Everything that I was crafting and doing at home is just going to take time, so there's no point in waiting around for nothing.
My boy, his name is Razor. He's a flip phone. Also, he's going to have so many crops here for me too, which is going to be really nice. So let's go ahead and gather those before we even go in. 11 apples. Where's all the crops? Oh, they're over here.
These crops are a huge help because what I can do is bring them back home, put them in the mortar and pestle, and craft the seeds to be able to plant more of them.
Interesting. Since we have the shotgun turret, I think this is important to take now. Let me go get your supplies for you after I raid your bedroom.
So the Darkness Falls storyline isn't too long. It's actually pretty short. All I gotta do is run Razor's questline that brings me to the desert where I meet Eve. I run hers, and then finally, the last person I'll meet is Dr. Anna, who will give me the hardest quests ever.
I have no gas. That is a problem.
Yeah, I don't have a shovel either, so back to the city to break down some cars, and then I'll come get his supplies. So unfortunately, the next 5 days worth of footage got corrupt, and here's how that happened. So anything over a 2-hour-long recording on my PC isn't really favorable because sometimes it'll glitch out when I go to close out OBS or open up my files. And I didn't realize I was running that long on the footage, so I checked and it said 2 hours and 40 minutes. And I was like, damn, I should end this recording. So as soon as I ended it, whole PC crashes, and let's just say that day 25 through 30 was non-existent. So I'm gonna give you a little display of what it looked like. All right, let's do it. I rode my motorcycle over to the city so I could go ahead and break down some cars because, like you know, I need gas for my bike and my auger so I could complete Razor's quest. Here's the easy part. The next 4 days I really devoted to finishing Razor's quest line, so I headed to the very first building. There was pretty tough zombies in these quests just because it was part of the Darkness Falls quest line, but let's just say that I completed it successfully. So time for the second and third building.
What anything to do with me?
Anyways, I completed Razor's quests, and that brings us to day 30.
Okay, so what we do know is that Eve is always in the desert. She always has been, so that's going to lead us to the desert. Unfortunately, it's 10 kilometers away, so I'm going to go home and use the oil shale that I have to make some gasoline, and then we can get over there. I also have all of my armor that's done at home, so I'd like to pick that up before running any more quests too. That'll be nice.
Obviously, the trip home, since it was 3 kilometers and very mountainous, it took a long time, and we got home late day 30. I also had a bunch of really good loot from running Razor's quest, so I'm going to deposit all of this, and then we'll come up with our next game plan. Another thing that happened in the corrupt footage was one of those oil shale buildings that are generally in the city. They don't have a lot, but it's enough to get you somewhere. So that's where I got the 2,500 that I'm about to cook up.
All right, let's get this oil shale cooking. 25,000. Why is that so much more than I thought it was going to be?
Also, take it from me, never craft beans and toast in this game. They're absolutely dog poop.
Beans on toast? Absolutely horrible.
Bread's not easy to make. It takes all kinds of resources. Yeast, flour, eggs, water, blah, blah, blah. And then you have to mix that with the can of beans. You'd think it'd give you some wellness, but no.
Okay, my armor is done, which I believe I made in this workstation. Yeah.
Since I have that advanced forge now, and the last thing that I did before with the corrupt footage was craft that heating element, I am in no shortage of forged steel. So that's how I made my steel armor. Day 31!
So I do want to show you guys quickly what I did with the horde base, because obviously you didn't get to see. Some changes were made, and it was a successful horde night. A lot of stuff was converted to concrete. That was an oopsie. All of this was converted to concrete. I made a second staircase just to kind of funnel the zombies a little bit better. I made obviously more funnels here so they can not get stuck on things. And then as far as what I changed up here, I extended the horde base interior a little bit so I have more room to walk around. We added a second dart trap with a second trigger plate and wired them up correctly, so those dart traps put in a lot of work. And then we got our turret done as well. Turret helped out a lot. So I'll just show you guys up here quickly. Got that steel door. But it's looking pretty good in here. The craziest thing that happened on Horde Night is I absolutely smashed it. Nothing crazy actually happened. It went really smooth. The biggest problem that we had was the radiated dogs, because those guys have a lot of health and they weren't taking damage from these dart traps for some reason.
I started off the day with a big sale. I normally rack up a whole bunch of resources like you're seeing from quests and running certain things, and it gives me a lot of money and a lot of experience. I was also having a lot of trouble committing to a 10-kilometer bike ride over to Eve, so I ran quests instead.
I'm not sure if he gives generic schematics. I think he does. I think there's a chance. So last Horde Night was on day 38. Next one's gonna be on day 35. So we're gonna run some quests for a few days and then hunker down and really focus on building up that horde base even further.
Questing is one of those things that we don't love, but we know that we need to do to rack up some really good ammo, food, and other resources, so we do it. I also wanted to flex on the crowd a little bit. It's day 31, and I still haven't died. And I can't use guns. I mean, that's a freaking achievement. Hey, look at that.
We have 11 skill points. Okay, we can actually go ahead and master. This is what I've been saving up my skill points for. Scientist, master scientist, gonna give me increased crafting tier by 10 for my my batons. And this is also gonna unlock the plasma baton. And anti-rad meds too. Ooh, I almost screwed up. Let's see what we need for those actually. Anti-radiation pills. Super easy. Nitrate I can go far. Murky water I have hundreds at home. So anti-rad pills, we'll be able to go to the wasteland, which I don't really want to do, but we need titanium for this plasma baton, I believe. Oh no, we need the freaking station for it, the laser workbench.
Leave me alone. I've got goals and aspirations. I'm a big dreamer, and as soon as I finished Eve and Dr. Anna's questline, I will have the ability to unlock that laser workbench.
All right, easy quest. We love it. 29 duct tape. We also love that. So I'm going to be real with you guys. I think this is probably my favorite playthrough I've ever done, and we're only 31 days in. I say that often about playthroughs, but this one tops everything. I'm having the most fun I've ever had playing any video game. And I think sometimes you get that when you do challenges, you know?
Okay, I'm not having fun anymore.
So this is actually really bad, but we're gonna take these grenades.
The other thing about quests, especially in this run, is I don't actually need to run them. The only reason I am doing this is to eventually get to the highest possible tier of quest. That way I can show you how hard it is in the wasteland. Okay, I say that, but then when I get loot like this, the questing kind of feels good.
That was pretty good loot. I mean, I just got 8 generic schematics. And we're done with the quest.
And then I took 19 more contact grenades. This was pretty much my main source of grenades this playthrough. Later in the day, I returned home and started working on my garden again. I'm not generally a huge fan of going out at nighttime because why risk dying when you don't want to the whole playthrough? And you may say, why garden this much? I mean, it's already 4 rows. You don't need much more. Well, by the end of this, This garden is immaculate, and it produces more food than you could ever imagine. The other good thing about the farmer class is when you put points into the perks and then get yourself a good garden hoe and go and farm your plants, you get 6 of each one, and it leaves the seedling behind. It's probably the most efficient thing ever. Day 32, I noticed that I was able to make tier 71 stun batons after mastering my scientist class, so I gathered all the resources together and crafted one.
Tier 70 freaking 1. Okay. So that's the highest tier we could possibly make for stun batons, I believe. Unlocks tier 3 mod crafting, decreases crafting time by... Oh my gosh!
I didn't even realize it, but maxing out science crafting was the last step I needed to get 0-second smelting times in the forge. I'm also an idiot, once again made the NICD battery mod to put on the stun baton, hoping that I could get dual shock procs, and well, obviously you can't put that on there. Following that, questing continued. It was finally morning time, so I was safe to go back out again. But do you see my compass right now? This quest was a little insane.
Come at me. Come at me. Come on. Damn, that actually kills them really quick. Okay, so Molotovs are so much better in Darkness Falls.
We're gonna start blowing through this because this was my plan over the next 2 days, day 32 and day 33. Day 34, I'll start working on the horde base.
9 generic schematics in the frickin'
You also gotta think that I'm still just on tier 2 quests, so they're still pretty freaking easy, and that's how I'm able to smoke through them this quick.
Holy mother of pearl! Quest is done. So I'm really noticing that fuel saver mod's putting in work. I mean, I just filled my gas tank at the house, rode here, rode all the way to the quest, and all the way back here, only 8%. That would have been like 15% if I didn't have that mod. I feel like the smart thing to do is take this forged iron.
At the end of day 32, I knocked out one final quest, and I'm glad I'm doing this now because later it means that I'll be close to tier 3s and won't have to do as much work.
There's not too much I want to do with the horde base. I do want to make some turrets. So let's go home after we return this quest and see about making some more turrets. I have plenty of ammo, we know that. I think I'm just gonna take this motor tool. All right, next thing I did want to do though, where's my paint?
That's right, you heard me correctly. Day 33, I started painting the interior of my house to liven it up a little bit.
That's actually dope, okay. Oh, dude!
The sci-fi look on the floors added the perfect touch that this base needed. It's starting to actually feel like a home. So after this, I'm gonna paint the walls.
Oh my gosh, I'm in love with that. Okay, and then what about for the walls? Actually, how much paint do I have left? I barely used any.
For the walls, I went with the carved marble faces, and now I kind of look like a high roller.
Okay, my house is done up right, baby. Look at this damn place. Look how cool that is. Come on, you can't tell me you don't love it. I'm in love with this place. I'm in love with this place. Okay, you know what I don't love though? This placement of this stuff.
After a few quick points into Miner 69er, look at the rates for iron. It's absolutely absurd. I can get 20,000 iron within mere seconds.
20k iron? There's no way a screamer isn't coming towards me right now. There is. There is. What can I do about this? Ooh, that was a good way to take care of that. Concrete mix. We can make 2,000. Could make more if I made more cement. But forged steel, that's what we want to do next. 3 minutes for 2,000? Oh my gosh!
I hope you guys can now understand why I went into Science Crafting 5, went into that third class, which was Laborer, and got all my other perks plus the heating element situated because this is freaking insane.
Yeah, so all that stuff's going. We really got to work on the horde base. After horde night, we're going to go to Eve. All right, let's see what recipes we have available to us. Blueberry jam, fantastic, but I want to save my blueberries. These soups don't really do anything for wellness. They're just food, so I don't like making those. It's pretty cheap. And then vegetable stew, I can actually make a lot of those. We can make 7. And vegetable stew gives wellness. All right, I'm really just waiting on concrete so I can convert the rest of what I have over there. I guess I could start adding some more on, so let me grab my wood.
And that's exactly what I did. For the rest of day 33, I beefed up my first staircase. That way, if they start breaking stuff or blow up on it, that it won't be that much of an issue. That plus more concrete conversion. I still don't have all that concrete that's cooking up in the house right now, but I was able to get a little bit done.
Well, while I'm still waiting on concrete, I could start doing forged steel. A lot of this can be converted to steel, actually.
You can tell that I'm panicking and trying to convert this place into an impenetrable fortress because this Horde Night's going to be the hardest one. And yeah, obviously the zombie count's going to keep going up and it's going to keep getting harder, but this is our first real roadblock. 16 zombie counts. Yeah, it's going to be tough.
All right, we got a lot turned into forged steel, but ran out of resources. Everything that's cobblestone now is definitely going to be changed over to concrete. I don't know if we can convert the whole thing to forged steel right now, though. Heck yeah, dude. This whole place is almost fully converted.
The last thing I did to the Horde base before Horde Night was added a second turret tower and added a shotgun and an SMG turret, so we should be pretty damn covered now.
Okay, refill our dart traps. I hate myself. Why did I do that?
I went back home to repair my leg and also got back on top of concrete, and while I don't necessarily need this much for what my Horde base is now, I'm gonna keep adding on to it every single Horde Night, so it's important.
Darts and darts. Lock. Unlock. Darts and darts. Lock. Okay. All of our turrets and our dart traps are full again. Guys, our horde base is horde basing.
I'm super happy with my progression so far. This is the quickest I've ever had anything that I currently have in a Darkness Falls playthrough.
So I'm gonna make a shotgun turret and I'm gonna place it on my roof so that I can deal with vultures a little bit better. I don't really think there's anything else I have to do to prep, so we're just gonna go chill out in the horde base until horde night comes around and enjoy our time. Yep, they're coming up, all right. And they're definitely shooting stuff. Those SMG turrets are gonna run out quick.
I barely have to do anything.
That guy's gonna blow up down there. That's the bad part about turrets. They're back to being able to hit me, which is kind of annoying. That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. Dart traps just take care of him when he gets here.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Turns out this might be the easiest horde night I've ever had. He's gonna blow up. That's not good. I still don't gotta deal with these Night Stalkers. I mean, that's nice, right? I've never witnessed anything better in my life. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Those turrets are still going. Okay, so it's past midnight. This is when the hard zombies show up. The bigger they are, the easier they are to hit. These dart traps are putting in work on those zombie bears. Guys, I've really not even done much work tonight. They're barely able to move. Look at that. How much ammo do those things actually have? Okay, okay, they ran out. They ran out. So things are gonna get a little bit more claustrophobic now. I'm just gonna have to let him hit me. Like, what do you want from me, bro? Starting to get a little bit of pile up here. It's nothing too bad. Cool thing about this guy is I don't have to worry about him exploding. All right, definitely getting cluttered. This is where the game gets really hard. Ooh, okay, starting to stress a little bit. Oh boy, oh boy. There's a screamer coming, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm a little scared. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. We've done it. We've officially done it. That was so stressful. All right, let's see how good these loot bags are. These aren't the Horde Night loot bags, so I'm not expecting these to be fantastic. Here, this is what I want to see. Oh no. Okay, yeah, we definitely have to do some ground control over here. Oh boy. I might have to make my street out of forged steel. That's not good.
The plan is eventually to make a pit underneath my runway where I can chuck down grenades and prevent the street from blowing up like you're seeing now. These loot bags aren't offering the best loot I've ever seen in my life, but it's consistent loot which helps me get richer and it keeps me stocked up on resources and ammo.
Tactical assault rifle. Sad day. Holy gosh, man. Oh my goodness. It's so rewarding actually completing a Horde Night. Look at all this. This is where they were getting lit up by those SMG turrets. So those turrets definitely helped me out on the first part of Horde Night. But I don't think I needed the help at the first part. I needed help at the second part. So what I might do is switch that off at the beginning and then at midnight turn it on.
I had so much loot from these bags that I had to take multiple trips back and forth to drop things off because my inventory was full of your mom.
We did it. We did it. All right, let's check our levels. 4. Are you kidding me, man? I just killed so many zombies. We were at 1,300 before that started. Now we're at 1,500. So I killed 200 zombies on Horde Night. And I only got 4 levels. All right, well, once we get 10 of those, I can go ahead and get technology crafting, which is absurd.
I also crafted and placed 2 more advanced forges and got all their mods inside, which was really, really stupid because it already crafts so fast that I never really needed any more than 1. And since Horde Night ran so far into the day because of the screamers and stuff, all I really did for the rest of the day was get some more iron for forged steel so I could get that going again, and then ran another quest. I'm so close to tier 3s, I can almost smell it, so I figured I might as well just get this knocked out.
We only need to complete this and 1 more, and then we'll be on tier 3s, which is exciting.
Day 37 before starting my next quest, I maxed out Quality Joe, Miner 69er for better rates, and also better barter, so I get a better deal selling and buying stuff from the traders. I will say too, pay attention to the time. It's currently 5 a.m. This was my least favorite quest I ran in the entirety of this playthrough because of how long and confusing it was.
That was probably the dumbest quest I've ever run in my entire life.
I resurfaced at almost 1400. We're talking almost 12 hours on a tier 2? Yeah, never taken that one again. Okay, so buried supplies normally aren't too exciting, but this was actually really tough and a lot of fun. So I'm gonna let you guys sit through this one.
Watch me. I'll start running more of those. Like, please.
I didn't realize buried supplies had it all like that. I mean, dude, I'd way rather run that. It's super quick, and opposed to running an entire quest that's kind of confusing with a bunch of puzzles, yeah, that's more fun. So it wasn't until the end of the day that I turned in my final quest, and the rewards were pretty poop, but we're done with tier 2s, and onwards to tier 3. So here's the thing. I headed out late day 37 towards Eve, and I didn't realize how hard the path ahead would be until I was in it. This is the turning point for difficulty this playthrough. It gets much, much harder very soon. Well, actually, I have to turn around and go back home. I forgot that I don't have anti-rad meds, and I have to go through the wasteland to get to the desert. But the thing is, day 38, I realized that I had no nitrate powder at home, so I have to go farm some. And then I can make enough rad pills to get there and back. I think 4,000. Oh, well, yeah, 4,300. That should be enough. I also made another class paper to go into my 4th class, which was going to be mechanics, so I could make vehicles.
Craft, read, accept. Grease monkey. I have grease monkey too. I don't even need to put a point into that, so I can craft the damn dirt bike now.
Yeah, that's why I went into mechanics. So getting the dirt bike plus the supercharger mod, it's the fastest vehicle in the game. It's going to get me to my destination so much faster. At least that's what I thought. And this was a snowball effect once again, because since I need the vehicle supercharger mod, I have to craft the mechanic workstation, which I didn't even think about. So the dirt bike's going in the background. Everything's in order. I'm about to leave, I promise.
All right, I am all ready to go. I got my dirt bike and my supercharger is now done. Beautiful. All right, we should be able to get over there like really freaking quick now. I need gas. All right, y'all ready to see how fast this thing is?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's barely controllable. Let me just take these now so I don't gotta worry about it, man. How long does this last? 22 minutes. Oh my gosh.
Remember when I said I'd be able to get there really quick? Yeah, the wasteland makes sure you don't go anywhere quick because of the amount of obstacles. Yeah, this sucked.
Okay, that's my first behemoth I've seen, or titan, or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what it's called. And we've made it to the desert. Wow, how I missed you.
Well, this whole ride really sucked and took all day. It was still much faster to use the dirt bike even with all the obstacles than the motorcycle because of how fast it is. I finally arrived at Eve's around 2200 and it was time to accept our first quest from her, which was going to be extremely tough, and I didn't even know it.
She has the lathe. That's what I was hoping for, so now I can mass produce turret parts. We're buying that. Grandpa's moonshine is actually cracked. Plus 600 health? Yo, how do I make this stuff? That's insane.
Day 39, after raiding Eve's entire camp, I picked up her first mission and headed there.
There's definitely gonna be purples in here. If I see oranges, I'm out. That's all I'm saying. There shouldn't be oranges until I get plasma weapons, though. All right, here we go. That's a mutated bloater.
I've noticed that a big key in surviving the melee-only challenge in Darkness Falls or in vanilla or anything else is using your surroundings to your advantage. If you can jump up on something that zombies can't make it onto, then you're that much safer. For the most part, this mission was fairly easy. Nothing went too horribly along the entire path.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot.
And while most of my freakouts and scares are generally valid, it's still pretty easy for me. I mean, I don't even get hit once here, I think.
Guys, I'm doing it, but I am stressed the whole time. Like, I've never been more stressed in a playthrough.
And this is where things took a turn for the worst, and it was really unfair.
That's an orange. That's an orange. I don't think I can kill her.
Demonics have the most ridiculous health regeneration in the entire mod, to the point where you can't kill them without the correct resources.
I just got so lucky. I just got so lucky. I just got so lucky.
The reason I think this was unfair is because I have not yet had access to plasma weapons. I don't have access to those until I get to Dr. Anna and run her quest lines. How the hell did they expect me to do this, you know? Oh yeah, right. For those of you who haven't played this mod yet, I forgot to tell you that plasma weapons, they disable the demonic health regeneration, so that's why. And just when I thought I was out of the water, the last zombies of the quest, there was 2 oranges, and I definitely knew that I was screwed here and not probably gonna get lucky again. I was at this for a super long time, trying to figure out, while I'm also dealing with these zombies, what I'm gonna do about this situation. Obviously, continuously hitting them, hoping for the best isn't working, so I need to come up with another plan. And that's when I remembered an item that you just saw me buy from Eve.
That's impossible. I'm not going to be able to do this. Actually, I can do this.
That frickin' moonshine came in clutch. But the issue is I'm seeing double now, so it's kind of hard to hit these zombies, but it got the job done.
I did it. I did it. I did it. I killed one. Oh my gosh, guys. I would have been screwed without that moonshine. Oh, I would have been screwed without that moonshine. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am drunk for a while. This is really, really bad on the eyes.
Yeah, I get really easy migraines. I mean, literally almost anything on the planet can trigger them. So instead of sitting here and possibly getting one, I waited about 2 minutes, went to the bathroom, grabbed a drink, and waited for this to pass.
We completed the quest. I worked around it somehow. We should not have been able to do that, but luckily, I paid $1,500 for moonshine.
I'm not sure if you've thought about this issue yet, but I have to do 3 more quests for Eve before ever getting to even meet Anna, so I don't know what to do, but I definitely won't be able to finish them again.
Okay, well, there's my answer. 15 generic schematic.
The other cute thing is, while I was looking through the mods, I found one that actually disables demonic regeneration that you can put on melee weapons. The only issue, you need the laser workbench. Yes, how you get that? You have to meet Anna. I was honestly debating going and trying the quest, even though I probably wouldn't be able to beat it. But the thing is, I remembered Horde Nights in 2 days, so I have to go deal with that. On the way home, though, I gathered all the coconuts, rice, and bananas I could find.
That's gotta be new, but that looks like fun. I kind of want to run that. Not right now, obviously. That's something you would see straight out of Minecraft. What the hell would I even do in there?
Anyways, enough babbling. I started the long trek back home, and another issue popped up.
No way my game crashes. Please. No way my game crashes. I'm in the middle of the wasteland. If my rad pills aren't immediately active when I come in, I'm screwed.
Tell me how this time the footage didn't get corrupt, so I guess that's a plus. It wasn't until the morning of day 40 that I finally arrived back at home, and now I only have 1.5 days to do everything I want to do to this horde base. But what do I do in a panic-prone situation? I farm, because I have problems. Yeah, you gotta think about it though. Yes, I could have skipped out on farming and just ate crap food, but I probably wouldn't be at 257 wellness. It's absolutely 100% worth it in my opinion. After farming, I got back on iron farming because my plan before this next horde night was to convert the entire base to forged steel stage 2. Not only that, but both of my staircases were still concrete, and if I plan on building that pit as well, I'm gonna need a lot, which I actually got started on. I had to farm out a perfect rectangle so the blocks would go into place like I want them to, and started placing them. Oh gosh. This pit had multiple functions. Not only was it for protecting the foundations underneath my pillars from breaking out, but it drastically slows down zombies when they fall from the tightrope at the front of my base all the way down into this pit and have to climb back out a ladder. I can also chuck grenades in here to mass kill zombies. And since in real life I was actually super sick, like the sickest I've ever been in my life while playing day 41, I wasn't talking and I didn't really want to go out and do much. So I did a bunch of housework and continued working on this horde base. base. I used pretty much most of my forged steel to convert everything to double stage forged steel, so it's twice as strong now with about 20,000 health per block. The only issue now is I don't feel like going to farm more iron, so we're gonna find something else to do for now. That something else was putting all the resources together after crafting it in the portable lathe to make an auto turret Mark II. The good thing about this is it's gonna use 7.62, which I have a plethora of. I'm talking probably 3,000 to 4,000 rounds of ammo. For the SMG, I don't have that much, but that's when I remember that Darkness Falls also has a cool mechanic where you can unpack unwanted ammo for all of those resources to be able to craft other ammo. And since 44 mag isn't used in any singular turret, I can use all of those resources to make SMG ammo, 7.62, or whatever else I want. And finally, the last two things I did on day 41 was place my new Auto Mark II turrets and went to grab another quest from Hugh so I could run my very first tier 3. And day 42, I found myself in said quest. It felt pretty normal, like honestly it felt like a tier 2 up to this point, but it may get harder. Also, I know I haven't explained it much, but look at all of these books, and I can scrap 90% of most of the books I get these days because I've already either read it or I don't need it because it involves guns. That's how I'm going into so many classes. And I thought I'd run you guys through most of the tier 3 since it's our very first one together, but as you can see, nothing much has changed, and I don't think much will until I go to a different biome. So let's quickly grab all of our loot, which honestly, agility mod going on the feet, increasing mobility and run speed by 5% is so good. Honestly, I'm gonna wait. Comment below, what other weapon can you fight a bear with without ever getting hit? I'll wait. Anyways, I headed back home, put 2 points into parkour, maxing every single stat out in athletics. So now I'll jump super high, run super fast, have a lot of stamina regen. It's great. Also, since I was sick and I have ADHD, I had to do the jumping stim where, you know, you just don't do anything other than jump in a video game for like 5 minutes while you think about what you want to do next. Okay, next was pretty boring, but much needed. I farmed a total of 40,000 iron in 2 different trips, which is 4,000 forged steel. I don't think I'm ever running out. And then since I had a 102 fever, I stared at this wall for the next 5 minutes trying to figure out where I've gone in life and why I am what I am. Why am I even a human? Why do I even exist? Are babies born for a reason? Being sick sucks. I thought I was dying. We'll call that good. Oh, I just finished my my final survivor challenge. I've survived for 21 hours straight. Screamer? No. No screamer on me. Tactical rigging craft. Beautiful. Oh, and we also have all these resources from unpacking ammo, too. I could just start crafting some ammo while we're waiting. 9 mil is going to be important. 503. We also have our working player sinks that I started making last time. I was a busy man, so basically everything I'm crafting. The tactical rigging mod goes on my chest piece, and it unlocks a bunch of inventory slots, which should unlock the rest of what I don't have. And then next was the working player sink, which you just need empty jars for, and it gives you clean water. Okay. Boys and girls, cats and squirrels, that tactical rigging just unlocked the rest of our inventory. Okay, so with that being said, we don't even need these pocket mods anymore. We can just sell those. I also made a door inside of my base that I can open so I can chuck grenades down into the pit. Everything is thought about, I told you guys. This base is perfect. So at the start of the Horde night, we're going to start with this generator, which is linked to the shotgun turret over there. And these dart traps, that's going to take care of most of the early Horde Night threats, and then Horde Night Part 2 starts at midnight, and that's where all the big threats come. That's when we turn on this generator with the SMG turrets and the ceiling turret as well. All right, we're on the next zombie count too, so this is going to get a little bit crazier. And when I say next, this is 24 zombies. Maybe one of the SMG turrets is on there. All right, we could do our first little pit check too, see what's going on down there. Oh yeah, look at them all fall. So they're not all falling in there. I might have to extend that a little bit. All right. Here's to a successful Horde night. Oh yeah, they're climbing up in there good. Let's just keep chucking grenades in there, man. Heck yeah. Come on, boys. Getting a good little pile up over there, which is kind of annoying. It's these damn bloaters.
Yes, if you're gonna blow up, please blow up in there. All right, come on, guys. Come on, guys. I have to do a lot more hands-on action without guns. That's what I'm noticing, but it's fun. It's fun. Feels like I'm a lot more involved. All right, 2 more hours. 2 more hours. We got this. Who do you think you are, bro? Who do you think you are? All right, SMG turrets are out. Kind of unfortunate. That was not supposed to happen. All right, let's check some stuff real quick. Let's check this front. We're all good here. Oh, my electric trap broke. Okay, so that's what he blew up. That feels bad. Come on, friends. Oh, yeah. I think we did it. Okay, so we're gonna have to reinforce all this floor, at least right here. I should have extended this back this way, and maybe I still can. Yeah, that makes sense. I should have done that. Whatever. Let's go ahead and check all these loot bags. And, show you guys my spoils when we're done.
Honestly, even though we still had some explosions happen, that felt like the smoothest horde night I've had so far. There was no hiccups whatsoever. And my favorite saying, even though it's a simple one, is everything happens for a reason. And, well, let's just say there was a reason for me getting an item that I'm about to get. And it's honestly kind of sad that I have to defend this, but you cannot plant items in loot bags, so this is legit.
No way, no way, no way.
Damn straight I got a plasma baton! The chances on this were super low. There's over 10 different plasma / laser weapons in the game, plus the game knowing that I needed a plasma baton right before I finish Eve's quests as well. I mean, it couldn't be more perfect. There is one slight issue. I cannot repair this plasma baton without energy cells, and to get energy cells, I need to run the sci-fi lab, which I can't do for 3 more quests. So I'm only allowed to use this plasma baton to disable the demonic regeneration, then I have to switch back to my other baton to kill them. I also really want to go into technology crafting so I can unlock all of the laser and plasma level stuff, but I can't do that until I get a few more research notes.
Oh, right, I need this book still. We're waiting on those research notes, which I need 4 more of. So we keep running stuff. The plasma baton I can use for now, but it is on borrowed time.
Also, I'm super proud of this, but look how much forged steel I have in my box. It's crazy. The last thing I did before going back to the desert was buy this mineral infuser, and to this day, I still have no idea what it was, and it was $38,000. So I most likely won't be done with this trip until the end of the day, and I'm gonna take this opportunity to say, if you've made it this far in the video, you're probably enjoying the content, so just consider subscribing. It's free for you, and it greatly helps me.
I absolutely hate going through the wasteland without a direct path, man. And we're doing this at nighttime, so orange dudes at nighttime and purple dudes, but we have this thing now. And we're only pulling it out for them. What? Oh, the good old one punch-a-rooney. Probably one punch size and oh, jeez! That scared the piss out of me. She was really, really tall. Come on, baby.
Day 44, I was still running the quest, and honestly, I was quite disappointed and upset with the fact that it was this easy. I finally get my damn plasma baton, and there's not an orange zombie in sight.
You're easy to deal with. You're easy to deal with. You're not a problem. Just annoying. Nope, that's not gonna work. Use the good stun baton. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, the plasma baton without mods, not good. It's bad. A titanium sledgehammer. 145 coil shells. So kind. I like it.
Okay, so easiest quest ever. I just grabbed my resources and headed back towards Eve. Not a single orange zombie, though.
This seems really messed up for everything I just went through.
You can tell I had a head injury because I should have taken the grenades.
Okay, I think we might just max this now so I don't have to worry about it later. I'll thank myself later. Electric power traps is maxed out now. I just want to be able to craft anything I want to craft later on and not have to worry about the points. I'll just take the hit now.
Okay, so I was on Eve's final quest, and unfortunately it was 4 kilometers away, so that's 8 kilometers round trip because I have to return to her to turn it in. I also didn't realize that this was that mission. You know, that mission.
Okay, I did not know we were here. All right, well, it's okay because I'm not prepared for it. Crap. I don't have key cards on me. How was I supposed to know?
So now I get to go all the way home, which is another 6 kilometers back, run the quest, and then 4 kilometers back to... Oh! Okay, I did something super, super dangerous. So farming titanium is actually the most dangerous thing you can do in the whole mod. This builds so much heat that you just call screamers left and right, which makes it dangerous, number 1. And number 2, you're in the wasteland, so the enemies are much more difficult. And my reason for only gathering 800 titanium and gathering it in the first place is I want to build a helicopter. I don't want to have to go through the wasteland again on a bike, and I didn't know if it costed titanium or not, so I was just playing it safe. But I'm greedy and I wanted more, so I made my way to the edge of Pine Forest. That way there's an easier getaway if a screamer does come, and I started farming more titanium, which obviously spawned a whole entire horde. And this big guy, but he was kind of helpless to my stun baton. He just kept falling over.
Oh, do you see the outlandish stuff we have going on over here? All right, this is really awkward. This is really awkward. Oh, it does have regeneration. Yuck. I don't like that.
Day 45, I got just a little bit more when another horde spawned, and I decided that I should probably stop playing with death and get the hell out of here.
Please tell me there's some type of aerial vehicular device that I could craft. There's no helicopter in this. There's definitely a helicopter. Me and Drake had one.
I wasn't talking about the gyrocopter. Obviously, there's that. I was talking about the big, massive white helicopter that's part of this mod, but it's purchase only, and I was kind of sad when I figured it out. So I don't have the gyrocopter unlocked until I master mechanic, which isn't happening anytime soon.
We're just gonna try this damn mod, and hopefully it works out for the best. Where did it go? Vehicle armor mod. Track.
After reading the description for this mod, it says that it does high block damage and more damage to zombies. So with high block damage, I should be able to bust through all the obstacles in the wasteland and take less damage on my dirt bike.
Let's make some titanium too while we're at it. 18 seconds for 179. Wow, that's kind of expensive. At least we have forged titanium now. I don't know what we're gonna need that for until we unlock technology crafting, but look at that.
And since this was a really far away quest and a super hard one at that, I stocked up on food and drinks.
Oh, look at the armor. Hey. Oh no, that's kind of ugly. What the heck? It looks like a crispy leaf.
And with that, midday, I started heading back towards the quest. I had my key cards on me, I had food, water, and everything else that I would need. Also, this piss-ass vehicle armor mod did almost absolutely nothing. It barely helped with the damage that my bike takes, but no, I'm still getting stuck on everything.
All right, another thing we got to be careful of is this is guaranteed screamers, which I'm really worried about.
And since this quest is already mega hard as it is, it's nighttime now. So what I went ahead and did was waited until morning time before even thinking about going in here. And now that it's morning time on day 46, we headed down the well to be met with a bunch of sci-fi walls and what seems to be a sci-fi lab.
All right, door has been unlocked. We have to get in here and take care of all this stuff as soon as freaking possible. We're gonna drink a Mega Crush. Switch the location of this machete. I don't know how. You know what? Done asking questions. Let's just go for it. Oh my gosh. What do you want from me? Yeah, with guns, this is easy.
I will show you this entire clip because you wouldn't believe me otherwise, but this was my first close encounter.
All right, let him fill up. Let him fill up. You don't know nothing, bro. You don't know nothing. None of you guys do. Oh, crap. Oh, my God, no. Come on. Get out of my way. 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 I'm committed. Oh, I'm really hurt. I'm really hurt. Ooh. That was a close one. Damn Night Stalker almost put me to death. Guys, I have not died yet, and I do not plan on it. I'm walking real slow. It's from fatigue, and I don't think I have vitamins on me. Oh, I always have vitamins on me. Let's go. The infection I can't take care of, I could care less. I could care less, man.
I should have absolutely died there, but I'm not asking questions. Let's run the rest of this place.
I don't know what happened last time, but I didn't have to go through what I went through last time this time. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for your mom.
So the coolest thing about this place is their scientific lab tables, lockers, and chests. And from those items is where you get the best loot in the game.
Oh my lord. Give me everything, dude. We get a little taste of greatness here. Go get my supplies. Oh, plasma baton. No, this is the room. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. I'd love to do fast Eddie to save myself some time here, but oh, we're just gonna loot it.
After this POI, I'm sitting really pretty with a bunch of gear and new loot. I'll show you guys what my inventory is looking like once we leave this place.
Nice.
I now have a bunch of coil ammo for those turrets when the time comes. I have a bunch of new plasma batons for repairs or for upgrading the current one that I have. A bunch of pistols, swords, guns, everything in between. And also these laser multi-tools, which are the best tool in the game. Even though it's still early, day 46 was pretty much over. I had a long bike ride back to Eve, who gave me the location of Anna, but then from there, it's 9 kilometers back home. I returned in the morning of day 47 and dropped everything off in the respective boxes. And then I used my new resources and research papers to craft the Future Is Now book, which unlocks the technology crafting tree for me. So technology crafting is unlocked right away. You can just put points into it to level it up. But for the technology boost and the biological boost, you need shots. And to make these shots, you need a whole bunch of steroids and other rare resources that I just don't have yet. I also checked on new turrets because I unlocked a couple new perks, and I can now craft the coil carbine and coil shotgun turrets and began making the parts for those. And this is why purchasing this portable lathe from Eve was so important, because without it, no turrets for me. So day 47 through 49 was just base work on the horde base, and I forgot to hit record, but you really didn't miss anything, because I'm gonna catch you up now.
So I totally, definitely hit record. Just kidding, no I didn't. Okay, well let me just show you guys what I did in the past 2 days. Kind of like boxed in the whole foundation of the base, but in an arrowhead shape. That way they kind of just hit it and roll off. I have a door right here just in case. I don't think any zombies are going to spawn in here, but if they do, whatever. But it also allows me to go in here and upgrade stuff as I need to. I might even do like additional storage down here if that ever comes to be. We have this sliding down into our pit, so when the zombies fall, they roll all in here. They can just get out and run back up. That's all I really changed. Got some stuff to double forged steel. And then here we have a new turret. I think this is the coil carbine. Yep. We have an SMG. Shotgun turret over there. Shotgun turret here. Yeah. All right. So we're going to turn these ones on to start. This back one is for my crazy turrets up here, and we'll turn those on the second half of Horde Night.
But hey, at least you didn't miss Horde Night. You're gonna get to see all of this. Also, I forgot to change it to 32, so this is still 24 zombies.
You should just straight up die. Okay, oh wow, we're starting it off with the hard zombies. All right. That's actually really strange. This normally happens after midnight. Ain't stressing though. Dude, that heavy attack, it does an absurd amount of damage. I mean, I'm talking, that's a lot. That's asinine. Come on, guys. Making it too easy for me. How you doing, little thing? Not too bad so far, and I haven't even used my good turrets yet. We'll definitely switch those on when things get tricky. Oh, that's our first tough zombie on Horde Night. Hello, buddy. Oh, yeah, it's working good. Close that. Start taking care of some of these zombies. All right, I'm gonna turn that off to just conserve it because we don't really need those going anymore. We've completed Horde Night once again successfully. No hiccups, no nothing crazy. Everything's super calculated. Just how I like it. Nothing broke. As far as I know. Let's go see. Let's look at what we've got here. Nothing looks too bad. I mean, as to be expected, a few hits on each of this stuff. Oh, that's damaged. All of that looks good. Come on, what do you know about it, buddy? And it funneled all the loot bags in for me perfectly. Yeah, super successful Horde Night. Another M4 just smiling at me. Just looking at me in the face and laughing. This base design is probably one of the most effective ones I've ever built. Like, I'd love to use this in a guns playthrough. It's working out fantastic. Look at that thing. It's beefy.
This is what happens when you stick with the video game long enough. You never start out as a pro, and you're never gonna be really good right off the rip. I've played this game for a little over 2 years now, and I'm just now getting the hang of things. That being said, though, we are on day 50, which means we were officially halfway through the playthrough, and I'd just like to mention that the second half is gonna move a little bit quicker now that you know the pace of things and what I'm doing in the background. After Horde Night, I had 14 levels available to me, so I used 10 of them to master mechanic, that way I could build the gyrocopter.
Gyrocopter accessories.
I also wanted to be able to farm titanium at better rates, so I made myself a titanium auger.
Hey. 1 minute. All right, and we're also going to start needing to rack up these skill notes too. That's the only thing holding me back from wasting 10 levels and instead of using these to master a class.
And since I was blowing through turret ammo like crazy and it was kind of expensive to craft, I spent the next 1 day going and getting treasure maps.
25,000 dukes. Okay, this is a fast way to rack up resources to get that damn helicopter eventually whenever I find whoever's selling it. Damn it. Oh, buddy, this is a frickin' blast. 9,400 dookie roonies. Oh! My gosh. It keeps getting better and better and better. We're racking up so much coil shotgun. Oh. Say less, that was the best one. More money, more coil rounds. La la ba ba. Oh, and we finish it off with $13,000. Look at that ammo. Oh my gosh, dude.
My gyrocopter accessories were also finished, so now I get to craft it and just wait.
Minute 50.
And finally, I made myself a full new set of armor being titanium at tier 51. I'm also going to craft myself the full set of radiation mods, that way these pills don't need to be taken anymore.
Guys, look at this thing. It's freaking badass.
These mods give full radiation protection in the wasteland if you have one on each piece of gear, but eventually I'd like to make power armor, which is how you don't need those mods or pills. The armor just offers the protection. When I was done with all of that, I quickly tested my titanium auger to see if it was any better, and let me just say it was. This thing should gather titanium really, really well when it's time to go back to the wasteland. The fact that it's not even been a full minute and I already have almost 50,000 iron is actually the coolest thing ever. Anyway, so if you didn't notice yet, the whole reason for all of this preparation and the new armor crafting and the gyrocopter was because I'm going to run that really, really hard quest from Dr. Anna.
Also, with the supercharger mod, it's actually pretty damn quick, and we're not even going full speed yet. I'm trying to get some altitude here. Just think it is faster because while it doesn't move faster, I'm not hitting every single obstacle on the road.
It was day 52 and the Eagle finally landed, and this is one of the most dangerous areas in the entire map. The first thing I did after landing was went to these nearby demon portals to break them down so they would stop spawning zombies on me. The other cool part is whenever you search them after breaking them down, they give you demonic essences, which are really important for making those shots that I was talking about earlier. All right, here we go. The first part of the quest is going to start above ground, and it's quite hectic already.
If that bomb hits you directly, it's almost game over, so I need to be really careful on this.
First wave was finally down, and now I just gotta check a few storage boxes inside this tent before we go underground. I also took some precautionary measures. I brought a storage box with me, placed it down with some radiation pills and a little bit of extra stuff. That way, if I died, I could come back here, pop the pills, and be fine. But without further ado, let's go underground and probably die.
Nice and freaking slow. I don't know how I'm gonna get close enough to Incubus to actually do anything, so that worries the hell out of me. Oh, and another one bites the dust. Boom and boom. Okay, so my main objective here is finding those supplies. If I die after that, obviously I won't complete my goal of never dying this whole playthrough, which is okay. But I complete the quest, and that's the most important thing.
As you make your way through this hellhole, you're tasked with using key cards that you've collected the entire game so far to open the corresponding doors. So currently, I need green to open this green block door.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It didn't shock for a while. Dude, they do so much damage. I really need to hope to find more medkits in here. I'm kind of struggling with that.
Before continuing, I pumped 4 levels into well-maintained, so now my weapons will degrade so much slower, meaning I can stay in the fight longer.
I need something to give me meds. Thank you. Oh my gosh, ask and you shall freaking receive. Oh my god. Stick to your guns, baby, come on.
So far, I'm progressing through this mission quite well, but the hardest part is yet to come, and there's still a whole lot of this place left to run. Also, I'll show you all the loot when we're done with this. There's a lot.
There's my supplies. Let's go.
Fighting behemoths takes so long, especially when they're radiated. Like, they're the easiest things ever because they're such a big target, but I'm not gonna sit here and show you 3 minutes of me just knocking them on the floor. So, this final room got a little nutty. I'm just gonna show you all of it.
A lot are spawning. That almost killed me. That almost killed me. That's a direct hit. That's a direct hit. Oh, shoot. That almost killed me. Portal power source 12. We finally did it. We finally freaking did it. We finally freaking did it. Oh my gosh.
Obviously, it would have been a lot crazier if I was on a higher difficulty with Incubus, possibly more than one, but the thing is, I can't use guns, and that would almost be an impossible feat. So I'm really proud of myself for getting through this whole thing without dying, and your mother's also proud of me too, so tell her I said thank you. And it's now currently the morning of day 53 as I fly through the nasty piss yellow skies of the wasteland, back towards Anna's and the snow biome so I could turn in this quest.
Meat burrito, coil slugs. Yeah, I really need to re-up on these schematics, so we're taking those.
I returned home midday and immediately got started on a bunch of stuff. First things first was the laser workbench, that way I could make laser tier stuff. I also had a ridiculous amount of forged steel smelted up, which was really going to help in about 3 days.
Oh yay, forged steel, look at all that. 5 levels. Okay, so we needed technology crafting 3, boom, boom. Now I can make these transhuman shots, which are...
Now that the laser workbench was done, I could craft whatever the hell I wanted. First things first, though, was this physical conditioning shot, which increases my permanent wellness by 10 per 1. I used all 5, obviously, and for the first time in my entire career, my wellness was over 300. And for the rest of the day, I just farmed.
Infested clear, that sounds like fun.
Day 54, I needed something to do, which was running more missions, because now that I'm on tier 3s, I obviously need to work towards tier 4. And after a day and a half of this, I have to go back home and start working on the horde base for yet again another hard horde night. Also, this next quest I'm about to run is the only one that really gave me a tough time, and it's because I got a wandering horde in the middle of a really hard room.
Oh, shoot. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that necessarily wasn't fun. Let's do the next quest, which just so happened to be on day 55.
That's a lot of zombies. That's a lot of zombies. That's a lot of frickin' zombies, man. All right, come on.
Okay, so I really like killing zombies. Who cares? It's called 7 Days to Die. It's a zombie game. If you don't like it, I don't care. Keep watching, because you love it. I've also been unpacking a lot of coil ammo in the background. That way I could craft coil ammo for my turrets of my choosing.
I still need to save 5 levels so I can put points into automatic weapon crafting so I can unlock the ability to craft Oil carbine rounds.
Which honestly feels really bad that I have to waste 5 levels for a class that I can't even use because I can't use guns, but it's fine. Currently, though, I'm trying to map out what project I want to do next on this horde base.
Okay, so I need a new turret for here. Let's just go ahead and make our coil shotgun one for right there.
I've been having a lot of trouble on horde nights with the bloaters exploding and destroying my turrets, so currently I'm trying to map out how I'm going to block them off and give them a little bit more protection. This design actually changes fairly quickly, but for now it's going to do its job, and I like the way it looks too. Once I knew everything was staying where it was placed, I started upgrading all of the blocks to double-staged forged steel. And then I went to go start some other inside projects and realized that, hey, I have a lot of forged steel and most of my base can be converted right now, so let's do it.
I wonder if blade traps would be a good idea down here.
So they never went down there, but as you can hear, every single horde night I'm trying to decide on what traps to place next because I always need to be progressing to stay on top of my game. Upgrading a base is always super tedious and very time consuming because of how big these bases can get. So I'm gonna be doing this for quite a while, probably until day 56. Then I took a break halfway through to wire up my new coil shotgun turret I crafted, which will hopefully do much better. And my blade trap placement I think was actually really well thought out. As the zombies get hit at my runway, they fall down, hit those blade traps, hit my ramps, get dumped into the pit, and then they get recycled with much lower health as they come back up. Anyways, I'm a hard-ass worker, so day 56, 3 a.m., I was finally done. The only downside to staying busy 24/7 in this game is screamer hordes, like literally every 5 minutes, I kid you not. So I headed back inside to repair my stun baton and learn something cool. Since my perks are so high leveled, I can fuse 2 stun batons and make a higher leveled one past level 41, because before anything was leveled up, it was 41 at the max. So since I have about 20 stun batons from that crazy mission I just ran, I was able to fuse all of them to make a tier 80, which is gonna do a lot more damage.
All right, 80 is the highest. We have a tier 80 plasma baton. Look at those mod slots.
And now that I have more mod freedom, I crafted myself a blessed metal mod, which increases damage to demonics by 15%. I know all you guys really care about is horde night, and we're finally here. Everything is in order, everything's done, and tonight the only difference is zombie counts going up, and I'm using contact grenades instead of regular ones because I ran out. Hopefully I don't kill myself.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right, let's see how I can throw these. Okay, that should be good. Hoo-wee. Yeah, they're piling up, actually. Hoo-wee, that's a lot of zombies, guys. That's a lot of zombies. Oh, he can't get up here. He can't get up here. Okay, that's a problem. We've discovered a problem. Wonder what midnight's gonna be looking like. This is worrisome.
So it's officially midnight and it's gonna get tougher here. Luckily we haven't seen any succubus or incubus, but it's still pretty tough.
That's a lot of zombies. 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 Oh boy. Oh boy. It's okay. We've got this. Okay, we had a little hiccup, but we're fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. fine. We're fine. We're fine. Honestly, this is the most fun Horde night I've had yet, but it's very stressful. I'm locked in, though. This isn't too bad. We've got this. Horde night's over, but we have to finish it out. He's almost dead. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Thank you. All right, let's turn all these switches off. Whew, so much loot, so much. My favorite part of the whole experience, though, is nothing looks like it got super broken.
And the best part is we still have 1 or 2 more Horde nights until we're at the max zombie count, and that is one that I'm excited for you to see. So normally these loot bags replenish your personal ammo that you used on Horde night with your guns, but for this situation, it just refills my turret so I don't have to do that much crafting.
Guess we'll go through all this when we're done and see what we actually got. I'm really happy with how that went. How many levels? 13.
The other badass part is between both of my sellable boxes plus all of these loot bags that I'm grabbing, it's probably going to be around 50,000 dukes, which is going to help me eventually buy that helicopter I really want.
I got an M60, and I'm going to save that for when I'm done with this playthrough and I get to have fun. 5 points for this, and 7 points for this. All right, so we're done with technology crafting.
So I didn't know this yet, but later on a viewer tells me on Twitch that if I put points into advanced technology crafting, that I can increase my crafting tier by 10 for armor.
This fully repairs all items the player is wearing with no durability loss. That's for equipment, and this is tool belt. Is this everything in the hotbar? No way.
And with me figuring out that these repair kits actually exist, I gathered all the resources together to make a few of them.
Oh yeah, dude, we're gonna make 2 of those. So whenever my plasma baton gets low, my auger, like all my other tools, I could just pop one of these, repairs everything with no durability loss. That's really, really, really good.
So I decided to do things differently this time. Instead of waiting until just before Horde Night to do all of my base upgrades, I decided to do it now instead. That way I can just spend the rest of my time until the next one doing whatever the hell I want to.
That's insane. I've never actually used the chainsaw. 11,000 wood. I think I'm set for a long, long time.
And it's been a few Horde nights since I've actually changed the design of my base, and that's exactly what I was doing now. I was extending it out both sides and making more space. This is also how I've gotten probably over half of my levels. Just upgrading is crazy experience. Anyways, this whole design ran pretty late as I wanted it to be perfect and also function perfectly.
Let's finish building this out here.
So what's happening is there's 2 additional rooms on either side of the interior of my Horde base, and this is where I'm gonna make 2 turret stands on the outside that I can run out to repair.
Then I think we just fill in the roof. That one's kind of high. I don't like how low this is.
It was now day 58 and I had run out of cobblestone for the very first time, so I was making a gigantic pit on the side of my house. Well, for no reason. I just need clay.
That's done. We're most definitely calling a screamer at some point tonight.
Oh yeah, we definitely are. I mean, if you think about it, this base has already consumed over 15,000 forged steel, and it still needs more.
Where's the screamer? Come on. I know there's one out there. There you are. That's not good.
And this is why an honest man can't get no damn work done around here. I need more iron, so obviously I'm gonna go farm more, and then I'm gonna go kill more zombies, and then rinse and repeat until I die. It's literally 8 a.m., and I feel like I've done nothing. But like, how am I supposed to when I can't do anything for more than 3 minutes without just getting jerked? What?
5,700 forged steel coming, plus we already have this, and we have more iron, we just need more clay.
And from this point forward was the start of my downfall, and I don't know why. So if you're paying attention to my health this entire game, you'll realize that my wellness is down to 256. It was at 318, and I haven't died. So I really don't know what's going on here. If you guys could please, like, comment below so I know for next time. I'm thinking the only thing it could be is I got an infection, and maybe that caused it. Since this was such an ambitious project, it clearly took a lot of time. I mean, building 2 different rooms off both sides of my base plus upgrading it all is not necessarily quick.
We need to go security next for armor crafting. And also this just decreases mobility penalties. Reduces HP loss by 25%. No getting stunned.
Which we'll eventually get to. What I did at the end of the day, though, was kind of smart on my part. I dug a few blocks down underneath the actual ground and placed more support for my pillars. Doing this just ensures that since my street isn't converted to forged steel, that if something does blow up in this area, my base isn't gonna come crumbling down, you know?
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is a freaking massive horde base, dude. I love it. It's becoming something much more than I envisioned, but I'm so happy. Energy cells are titanium, enriched uranium, and electrical parts, so that's kind of pricey.
It's now day 59 and I really want to make some laser turrets, but the issue is those energy cells. They're super pricey to make and I need a bunch of electrical parts. So I'm heading back to the wasteland to get enriched uranium and also titanium. That way I can make these energy cells. I think I'll just worry about the electrical parts later. And titanium unfortunately isn't a fast process still, even though I have a freaking the best auger in the game. Like, what do you want from me? I still don't think I'll be able to get my entire horde base to forge titanium by the end of this playthrough, just because of the fact that I have to risk my life and probably daily to get enough.
There's 30k.
Speaking of risking my life.
There it is. There it is. So we need to get the hell out of here now.
Farming forged titanium is the quickest way to get a screamer on your tail, and being in the wasteland, you're going to get much more dangerous zombies, and, well, let's just say that day 59 was not the day I was planning to die. And now I spend the next 10 minutes farming uranium, which I didn't think I needed plutonium for, so I'm going to have to come back for that. I don't even know what plutonium means! Yep. We should probably head home.
Fly high like an eagle.
Next thing on my list to do of things that I shouldn't do because, you know, I don't really know what the hell I'm doing anyways, is I'm gonna go do the desert.
Not again! Nice little crash left me stranded in the middle of the wasteland. I have no idea where my helicopter is, but we're running towards it. I don't know anything. Okay, it just fell from the sky. Hopefully it's not broken. How you doing, baby? Refuel. Let's get this bird in the air. Helicopter. Dude, if it freezes me in the air one more time, I'm gonna start stressing. Why are you doing that?
I came over here for literally only one reason, and that was to get enough oil shale to last me the rest of the game. So I think I got around 30,000, which is gonna make 100,000 gas.
Let's be real. Do I need more than 30,000? I don't really think so.
And finally back home at my front door at the end of the day.
Honestly, all of that work for 1,300 can suck a wee-wee.
And my last 2 tasks before going to bed was making the fusion forge, which is the top tier one, and also all of this gas.
Does that say 100k? That's 300 and... Oh my gosh, that's 300,000 gas.
Day 60, I got my fusion forge placed, and the reason this is important is because it's the only way you can craft laser turret parts, and I'm about to make one.
Shotgun barrel, shotgun receiver, laser weapon parts. Gosh, that's instant. That's beautiful. Laser shotgun turret craft. Now for those energy cells, it was the enriched uranium. I hope we don't need raw uranium for anything. I need plutonium. Are you kidding me? This is where I crash out.
So you mix plutonium and uranium in the fusion forge and it turns into enriched uranium, which I need for those energy cells. And all I'm gonna say is it wasn't worth it. That's it. I'll let you watch the rest.
Plutonium!
Here we go.
That's a lot of really bad stuff. Like the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Do I have grenades on me? No, I don't. All right, this is all me and my fists and my baton. Oh, I forgot they spit bombs. Oh, gosh. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, okay. I cannot believe I just died. 60 days, and I finally died. I'm so disappointed in myself.
That could have been so easily avoidable. I'm so I can't wait to tell everybody that the first time I ever died was from plutonium. So I'm back home, and it's time for me to make this enriched uranium that I died for so I can make energy cells. And then I headed over to the horde base to place a third generator for more wattage and also my new turret. And the reason I went with the shotgun over the carbine is number one, it preserves so much more ammo because it's only shooting one energy cell at a time, and it does the same amount of damage. I also wired up a spotlight that I crafted for more visibility during Horde Night, just a few quality of life things, honestly. That's the end of day 60 because I have a horde. Oh my gosh.
All right, energy cells. It's quite expensive. Could make 39 and then I run out of electrical parts. My gosh, what if I just made 10? It's only 200?
Since it's already day 61 and Horde Night's on day 63, I can't commit to any more far trips, so I'm gonna just stay in my general area. But back to my previous point, I think the best way to get energy cells is just to keep running that last quest that I ran in the Wasteland over and over again.
Why is it glitching out like that, man?
I continued snazzing up the base with sci-fi doors on both sides and on my main entrance. That's pretty cool, though.
Oh, damn, I need 2 more double doors. I forgot about that. Here's my fence post. I still have 3 minutes. Turret. Coil shotgun turret. Craft.
So obviously I stayed super busy today. I made more turrets, I made titanium fence post traps, sci-fi doors, and I also made another blank class paper so I could go into security.
Security. And then our next one's going to be survivalist.
The reason for security, you already know. It gives an additional plus 10 to the crafting tier for all armor. And then once I go into advanced technology, it does the same thing, making the total tier 71 for any armor I craft. So the last things I really did to the horde base was add the titanium fence post traps for additional shocking, got everything wired up, and then added the last turret. So we have 7 turrets, 4 fence post traps, 2 blade traps, 2 dart traps. I think we're set. The final touch was some lights on the inside, that way I can see during horde nights. It's starting to turn out amazing in here. I think eventually I'm going to add some storage boxes for food, water, and maybe some ammo. Wow, I worked on this place a lot more than I thought I did. I made my fighting point out of titanium because that has 50,000 health. And let's be real, nothing's breaking through this anytime soon.
Martial training, maxed out, decreased stamina regen penalty of worn armor while running, while walking, decreases mobility penalty of worn armor by 3% per worn piece, reduce HP loss by 25%, just straight up. Flurry of blows.
In simple terms, I take way less damage now and I hit like a truck.
She's a brick. A lathe, just like that.
So it's day 62 and I plan on running more quests because obviously we need to get to tier 4s. Once I hit tier 5s, we're gonna run a bunch of stuff in the wasteland and see if I can survive it. Also, do you see Flurry of Blows? I swing fast as hell now. This is crazy. 1, 2, tickle my poo. 3, 4, I kissed the ho.
Oh yeah, dude. Security was the way to go.
And just like that, I get to grab my loot, go turn in my quest, and have Hugh scream in my face like he always does.
This isn't charity.
My only friends are an angry man missing an eye and this long stick I play with at nighttime.
Okay, I done with the quest.
I know if you were wondering, the rewards are still garbage and they probably will be for a long time.
Horde Night's tomorrow and we're already all set up for it. We spent a lot of time on that, so I can just spend the day today running quests and finishing as many as possible. We're almost on tier 4s.
So while I run this next quest, here's my plan. I think after day 70 Horde Night, after I've racked up more resources, meds, and everything else like that, I'm going to head back to the Wasteland and run Dr. Anna's quest a couple of times. That way I could rack up those energy cells and make a bunch of laser turrets.
Jeez. Okay, that is definitely a horde.
So even though it's a big ass horde, we know that really the only challenge for me at this point is anything that shoots bombs or incubus if he'd ever decides to show up.
My gosh.
Also, you want to see something cool? This is all of my loot that I've racked up over the past 3 quests, and it's not even been a full day yet. After some more ass rewards, I decided to pick up and run one more quest before Horde Night, and it was easy like it always is. Day 63, I grabbed my Blessed Metal mod from Hugh, and this leaves me with only needing to complete 2 more before we're at tier 4s.
My coconut tree came back though, that's cool.
And day 63, I focused on doing some fun stuff that I enjoyed, like cooking really good food, because I've been running around like a chicken with its head cut off, and I decide to have some fun every once in a while.
I remember pumpkin pie being absolutely legendary. We're gonna make 8 of those. Meat burrito. Hell yeah, dude. Let's make a few of those too.
All right, let's revert back to when I said it was a downhill slope from that one day that I said it was a downhill slope from. What am I talking about? So if you look down at my wellness again, we're down to 218 from 256 from 318. How is this happening? Low wellness or not, I gotta make some go fast shots. That way I can run faster than those kids that put new shoes on in the Adidas store and bolt it.
And that is also maxed. Okay, so run speed is crazy and attack speed is way better. Oh my gosh, yeah, we're fast as hell.
Okay, so I'm super rich and I wasted 10 skill points on mastering farmer, which was dumb.
We'll do master farmer. We have the levels.
Home toast. I don't know who the hell grandpa is, but he's got some good ass drinks and I can make him now that I'm a master farmer.
All right, steak and potato meal is 2 wellness. Beans on toast is 0. Meat burritos 4 wellness, and pumpkin pie is 5 wellness. There's 1 elixir, and that also gives 5 wellness, 20% XP gain for 5 minutes. So we'll pop that before Horde Nights.
I also crafted an oil pump. I have no idea why. It just seemed like the right thing to do. Am I ever going to use it? Hopefully. I don't know. I think I'm really just nervous for tonight's Horde Night because it's 32 zombie count, which is like 11 more than last time. It's going to be tough. Here we go.
Look how good it does so far, guys. I mean, I don't even really have to do anything for a while. Those dart traps work wonders. And when I do have to use my plasma baton, they just get jacked up. Look at that. It's so good. It's so good. So good. I'm in love with this base, guys. I have put so much work into this. You don't get to survive. Sorry. I love it. Being able to throw these grenades down there is so nice. And they can't even make it to me, which is the best part. But when they do make it, they're just gone. I'm scared to use the plasma grenades, though, because they do kind of glitch out sometimes, and I'm worried that I'm going to kill myself, so that's why I've just been using contact grenades. Come on, you can make it to me. Gosh, I love it. And the big guys, like, they look dangerous, right? But they're nothing. Come on. Come on, you can make it. You can make it. Come to me. Come to me. What is he doing? He's doing a little jiggy, bro. The worst part is not being able to shoot them. I want to kill them before they even get to me, and I can't do anything. But it's okay. Come on. You can make it, Bear. You can make it. Just keep chucking grenades. So good. Confused why that guy's attacking my pillar, but we're not going to ask questions. All right, we're going to turn on our good turret now. Because they are starting to pile up a little bit there. Oh yeah, they're not making it to me. Oh, I ran out of grenades. Hold up, we got more. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That pit is working wonders, though. It's slowing them down so much. Oh, okay, that kind of hurt me. Keep chucking them, baby. Tonight's grenade horde night, I guess. They're not even making it to me. I guess I have to readjust those dart traps. No, buddy. Get down. Get down. The spiders, they normally glitch through and I can just hit their head. So that's been nice. It's getting a little hectic in here. Let's see if we need to do repairs. We're good there. Oh yeah, we're solid. Just keep swinging. Just keep swinging. What do you guys think, huh? It's pretty good. We need another stack of grenades. That pit is the best thing I've ever added to a horde base. They can't do anything. They can't do anything. Oh, it explodes. I probably shouldn't throw that there. C4 guy. Also, Horde Knight's over. Come on, fellas. Holy crap, it is lagging so hard. Okay. All right, I'm focused. I'm focused. We're in this. Damn it, stop spitting on me. Whew. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, now we turn these off. All right, well, Horde Night's over. That was fun. It was a little stressful. I'm kind of seeing cross-eyed right now. Let's get all of our loot bags.
So 32 zombies was one that I was worrying about pretty much this entire playthrough. Obviously 64 is going to be much, much harder since it's double the zombie count, but this is a very, very big goal that's marked off my list. Speaking of goals, I jumped right back into running quests because I only need a few more before tier 4, so let's get it, baby.
Oh, that's an orange zombie. That's 2 orange zombies. Oh yeah, I'm good at the game. What can I say?
Also, did I ever mention that the final Horde Night, I'm actually going to run 2 Horde Nights in a row. First one with my baton, and then second one's going to be max difficulty with guns, just to see how we do.
Honestly, I think I'm getting too good at the game. I think I've peaked. So I have already a bunch of schematics. I think I'm going to take the grenades. It just saves me some resources.
By the way, these freaking buried supplies have gotten so much harder just from the last tier.
Yo, that... Oh, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Okay, I didn't think that through. I dug too fast. I dug too fast. I'm sorry. I'm sorry! Holy crap. I didn't think it was all that serious, but I guess it is. It kind of hurts, but I'm not worried. Holy crap!
I mean, obviously I completed it still, but we got to run through these because we're running a little long in the video.
Damn. Take the schematics.
I had a few plans day 65. I was making a bunch of coil ammo to replenish my turret since I don't get too much of this. Secondly, I maxed out advanced technology crafting so I can now craft power armor at tier 80 and wait to craft myself a full set.
All right, there's the full set tier 80. That's so good.
Power armor is considered the best in the game. It has the best defenses, the lowest stamina usage, and I have no requirements anymore to go into the wasteland. I don't need pills or the rad mod. Next up, I opened trade routes that brought me over to the burnt forest. I was still looking for a trader that would sell me this damn helicopter. It's a goal of mine.
All right, so we have a bunch of stuff to sell, and then hopefully he's selling that crazy helicopter. Feels bad selling a lathe for only 2,400 because it costs like 15 grand to buy, but I already have a lathe, so I have no reason to keep that. $26,000. That's pretty good. Let's see what he's selling. He has the duster, bro. I don't want the duster. It's so bad.
So no helicopter, but I picked up my very first tier 4 quest in the burnt forest, which is going to be harder to see how it would go.
Damn, what is this, Hogzilla Ranch? What's going on here? Why is your name Grace? That was really strange. Let's be real. Everything's fine. I'm kind of scared though. Woo! That hurt. That hurt. That hurt.
This was a very strange quest. There was a few zombies, yes, but mostly dogs and hogs and everything else.
Where are you, bud? Oh, jeez!
I tell you what, kiddo, I don't think I'm surviving a tier 5 in the wasteland, much less a bunch of them like I said I was gonna run, but it's good to be a hoper and a dreamer.
Yes, please. Yes. Oh, fish pie!
So I never consider a quest hard unless at any point during it I get to less than 50% HP, which never happens, so meh.
Whoa! Oh, there's so many Graces! Come here, big dummy. Don't bite me. Infested cache, that was so good.
Yeah, nothing too notable, but this next buried supplies quest, now this one was hard as hell, and it took me about 10 minutes, which is really long.
All right, here we go.
That's a lot of zombies. That's a lot of zombies. That's a lot of zombies.
Okay. Damn. Don't spit. Oh, gosh. That could have killed me.
You're like, oh, wave one. That seemed pretty fine. How can it get worse than that? I'll show you.
Why? It's always violence.
Okay. Okay, dude.
Holy crap! I'm glad we made this new armor, because I'd be struggling a lot right now.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, I'd like you to pay attention for a third time. My wellness is down to 120. So that really sucks because that's a third of what it was when it was at its max, and I still haven't died again. So I think I'm just confused forever. Whatever. We'll work around it.
Ooh, auto tour. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to take that, but I have to sell some stuff. I'm too full.
Anyways, I'm going home. Screw the burnt forest. I hate this place. Okay, fine. We're gonna run one more. I promise I'm done after this.
Orange zombie ain't nothing.
Bum, ba, dum, bum, ba. Bum, ba, dum, bum, ba. Bum, ba, bum, ba, dum, bum, ba. Bum, bum, ba.
Everything's for sale. Even do it.
I'll just take the damn schematics.
Day 67, I returned home and started looking for chicken eggs because I wanted to make my 5th and final class paper. Let's be real, no one ever goes into Hunter unless you're a complete nerd, and, well, I don't like you.
There's our class paper. Recipes. Survivalist, craft.
I think Survivalist is one of the best classes late game because of all the cool perks and abilities. Survivor just straight up gives you insulation against heat and cold. Charismatic nature basically helps you get more money and also chooses 2 quest rewards per quest. And then Wasteland Treasures, which allows you to find treasure faster when digging. Not only that, but if you master Survivalist, you can craft Mega Crush! For the next couple of hours, almost until midnight, I spent time repairing the base because a lot of it was busted up from our last horde night. Not only that, but putting down my new turret that I got from my last quest reward, which takes steel ammo, and it's kind of tough to craft. Takes a long time too. Finally, my big brain play, since I've been dumb for so long, was moving my dart trap to this location you're looking at on screen, so it shoots the zombies' feet, but also allows those big boys to get all the way to my fighting position. Day 68, I was having the realization that a lot of this late game stuff is just maintaining the horde base and maintaining my ammo, because there's not really much else that I can do as far as story goes. Obviously, I have to stay on top of farming my rare resources for fortifications, and I'd eventually like to convert this base to titanium if I can, but here's kind of my plan for the rest of the playthrough. Farm, maintain, keep building up this horde base, run that quest we all know of for those energy cells, and finally running that last story mission that we all know I'm not going to beat, but I'm going to try anyways. And then obviously in the background, keeping on top of those quests so I can eventually get to tier 5s. This quest in particular, though, I wanted to show you guys because of the amount of electronics in here. It made me damn near rich, and now I can craft a lot of energy cells.
Let's just take the damn kits, yeah? Oh, I forgot we could take 2 antibiotics. Or the rad remover to sell. Ooh, okay. 9mm and shotgun ammo.
I woke up on day 69 and ran a quest that damn near took all day because it expected my full attention and for me to be thorough. And I have ADHD. Thorough is not part of my personality.
There's all those energy cells. We can make more if we wanted to. 104 to be exact, and that uses up the rest of our electrical parts. We still have 103 coming here. I don't love that. So let's do 50.
By the way, as far as levels go, other than classes, every single perk that I can use is maxed out. So now I'm going into random stuff I don't even need.
Why the hell not?
I also discovered this gnarly-ass overcharged energy cell mod that I put on my stun baton. It deals 50% extra damage, but it also degrades way faster.
Oh my gosh, that can't go on there. All right, it's gonna degrade twice as fast, but it should do 50% additional damage.
Luckily, there was a horde right outside for me to test it on, and I can confirm that this is the craziest stun baton build I have ever done in my entire life. Low-key day 70, I kind of felt like crap all day, so I just sat in my house, stared at the wall, and kind of screwed around, but let's run Horde Night. 64 zombie count, melee only, first time ever doing this for me. Let's go. And this is why traps are amazing, honestly. I don't gotta do anything! And then they fall into the pit. Let's leave this door open for grenades. This guy's gonna make it to me. He's a tank. And we just chuck grenades down and kill them as they fall. This is my favorite horde base ever. It's so good. It's so freaking good. So good! I love it! I hear vultures, but they're definitely gonna be taken care of. And he should be able to make it to me now. Let's see. If he ever stops getting shocked, you little weirdo. Yup. I did good, guys. I did good. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's raining zombies. You're dead. All right, and then here shortly we have to go check this because these traps break pretty fast. Oh, okay, it's doing fine. Nothing's here. Nothing's here. Oh my gosh, it's so good. How could you not love this? Oh! Okay, all right. That was my fault. That was my fault. Let's not do that again. Let's heal up before we throw our next grenade. That was pretty stupid. All right, 64 zombies is a little crazy, but we're not having any issues yet, which I love. Nice, good stuff. Can I hit your hand from here? I hate how they fall in one hit. It is kind of annoying. Chuck more grenades. This is honestly how I get most of my kills. It's not even from the baton. All right. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Keep checking those repairs. We're doing good. Let's check our other trap. Doing good. Hell yeah. Go down, broodmother. Go down. Okay, that's kind of annoying right there. Damn. It's just straight behemoths and freaking titans. This is getting a little scary. Chucking grenades down into my hole. What? Let's check all this stuff. All right. We got this. We got this. We got this. It's easy. It's light work. This is the easiest Horde Night ever. I think I made this damn freaking base too good. Damn, they are kind of hitting stuff down there, which is pissing me off right now, but it's fine. Don't hit stuff. What are you doing? Please stop hitting stuff. Just go up the damn stairs. All right, we're out of contact grenades, so now we have to start using those ones. Check repairs here. Looks like everything's doing pretty good. Oh, that's so annoying. Come on, guys. You can do it. You can do it. All right, let's turn on our second one. Our good turrets. Now we got our laser turret going, so that should shred through this stuff. Just keep throwing grenades. Keep throwing them, baby. This is so good. I think for my next Horde Night, I'm gonna remove the second titanium fence post trap that I placed because it's trapping them in the middle of my runway and I can't hit them, making things that much more difficult for me. Repair.
Open. Open! Repair. Oh, we're solid, dude. We're solid. This is the most multitasking I've ever had to do in my life, and it's kind of fun. Let's shift these over here so they're easier to get to. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Horde Night is almost over, but not really. You feel me? Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Come to me, man. What the heck is this?
Well, guys, so far I've completed the impossible. 64 zombie count with melee only is just absolutely absurd to even say.
Oh my gosh, man. I wish I could use these.
The other thing I'm excited for is to show you guys by the end of this playthrough how rich I am, how much ammo and resources I have. Between loot pickup, repairs, and finishing off that horde from last night, we're midday now, so we have no time to waste. We gotta get started.
That was such a good horde night, man. I'm in awe. Okay, so 84, and they're giving 4 progress. So we need 4 more quests, including this one, and then we're at tier 5s. Just gonna run through these. Let's run through these 4 quests so we can get to tier 5s. Broke his kneecap. Hello. Ooh. Come here, vulture. Why did his head make a metal sound when I hit it? Ew, it's goopy.
I just want to say a quick thank you to all of those who stayed up until this point in the video. I know it's a long one, but I promise the end will be worth the wait. It's such a good playthrough.
Dude, I love when they move their head right when I go to swing, and it makes me look so bad.
I got to the bank vault portion of this quest by late day, and clearly these quests are starting to take a lot longer to complete, which is bad because, you know, we're trying to preserve time and all.
All right, bunch of good loot. Here we go. I have no lockpicks. Time to break in. Another hidden stash. Damn, this place has got the damn loot. Okay, all right. We're gonna leave the paper behind.
And just think, that was only 1 out of the 4 quests left that I had to run before tier 5s. This is no quick grind. Day 72, I got blessed with another electronics heavy quest that had so many around, and I'll show you that.
I kind of don't like how open this place is.
All of these transformers, and there's a lot, break down from anywhere from 5
damn
to like 20 electronics per one.
Okay, all right, guys, we're gonna spend some time here.
Eventually, I got to around 500, which is another hefty stack of energy cells when the time comes. But the game said no, Sizen. We don't like that you're doing this much stuff.
All these are electronics too, right? Yes. There's also a horde outside, which I'm not fond of. There's such a big horde outside! It's like Horde Night all over again. She's gonna blow up. There goes my electronics, you little douche. Damn, that's a big horde. Oh my gosh. They're about to break my electronics, you buttholes! Is there something behind me? No, it sounded like it.
Yeah, we finished the quest like always, and the loot was pretty sizable.
Dude, there's so much going on. I can't even take anything at this point.
Remember when I said I left here with 500 electronics? Yeah, that's before there was 1,000 more lurking in the shadows. After dropping off all of my stuff so I could have a clean inventory, the rest of day 72 was devoted to finishing my 3rd quest, so after this we only have 1 more. It's about damn time.
We're gonna take the silencer for whenever I can use guns on the final horde night.
And finally, day 73, I ran my last quest, which was the gun range building in the city.
Oh, it's you! You caused me so many problems. We're done. We're done. We just gotta go get the loot now.
And this, other than that crazy sci-fi lab, it's gonna be the last questing I do until the final 5 days. It's been a long and difficult road. I've had to step out my comfort zone multiple times and learn new things about horde bases and all that kind of stuff because I've always used guns. I think my plan for the next 4 days, honestly, even though it sounds kind of crazy, is running straight treasure maps and doing nothing else. I need a lot of ammo, I need more energy cells, and more money. Here's a little montage for you, but I packed up all, like, 80 of my treasure maps and I headed out. Oh yeah, we're starting it off good right there. All right. Oh, hello. That one was pretty good. What we got? Oh, I'm scared. Holy smokes. Do you see how much money we have? When I returned home to drop off everything before going back out, I made some more storage crates to put in my horde base. That way I could sort my ammo a little bit better. That's awkward. We'll just put that there. Why? Why? If they're invisible, and then they're not, and then they are. I think when all of these storage boxes are full with their respective ammo, I'll finally be happy. Leave me alone! Yo, my aura has the strength of a god. I walk outside and zombies just fall over dead. More goodies. Oh, yeah. Give me my money. Yeah, some are really good and then some are really, like, really bad. Okay. Y'all thought I was joking about doing this for 3 days. I mean, do you see how rich I'm getting? That one was a garbage. Just give me my money. All I'm really looking for at this point is coil shells and 7.62. Oh, my invisible storage crates. I'm a magician. At first, it seemed like a bad idea to run this many treasure maps, but after doing so, I realized that to craft all of the ammo that I got, it probably would have taken me 10 days alone. And with all of the 44 coil rounds that I was able to unpack, that's what kept me supplied on my steel 7.62 ammo for that one turret. And before heading back out, I got a bunch of forged iron going again and wasted a lot of resources on crafting contact grenades. Unfortunately, I shouldn't have done this because I worked up the huevos later to use the plasma grenades. Stuff and things, yeah. Damn, 34,000 dukes. Holy hell, man. Damn. Hell yeah, let's keep it going. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. So in the past Darkness Falls playthroughs I've done, I've never really run treasure maps like this, and I'm starting to regret it because this was the only way I was able to stay stocked up on ammo for as long as I have been. I'd say the rest of day 75 was mainly just house stuff, keeping up on all of my unpacked ammo, grenade crafting, and everything else. Day 76, I got an additional roof turret placed because I felt like this next horde night our best friend was going to show up. The first half of the day was really devoted to repairs because a lot of stuff was broken, especially my pit, and also beefing up the horde base itself. I eventually want to bring this wall all the way to the top, that way nothing can get through me. This plus I reinforced my staircase for more support. I think I'm gonna be just fine this horde nights. Keyword, I think. Also, I noticed that I had 320,000 dukes, which is the most money I've ever had in this game, so I'm taking this money, opening trade routes once again to hopefully find a trader that's selling this helicopter. Bro, this better be Joel. I haven't seen him in years. It's probably best it wasn't Joel because Bob is my best chance at getting vehicles. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. 76 days later. And obviously I wanted to fly that bad boy home, so before heading out, I had to break down some cars for gas since I didn't bring any. Oh, geez. Oh, geez, I haven't seen these yet. That 3 cloth, that's what I get from killing that? I have not seen a demonic empowered yet. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe we finally got it. I cannot believe. Alright, we're gonna place the gyrocopter off to the distance to show yet again another vehicle that's added to my garage that I won't be using. Look at that. Dude, it's like Taste the Rainbow, bro. There's every color of Skittle out here, and it's all the best ones. I returned home to be met with a crazy wandering horde on day 77. I'm talking the craziest one I've ever seen, and I almost died multiple times. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? No more dying, no more dying, no more dying, no more dying. No way, that's hitting me. Ooh, coconuts, bananas, oranges, and water, and I can make some fruit smoothies. What? I can make fruit salad. So while I make my 22 fruit smoothies, let me just say this. I finally figured out why my wellness was getting lower when I wasn't dying. And you will see this later after Horde Night. I'm having a bad feeling about tonight's Horde Night. I'm feeling like it's going to be extremely hard. They're coming up. Let's go, baby. Oh, there's spitters, explosive spitters. Oh boy. Wow, they do a lot of damage too. Oh my gosh. I can't even think right now. It's so loud. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. Holy crap. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. I may be in over my head on this one. Alright, 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 alright. Oh my gosh. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Alright, pile up. I'm too good at the game to fail here. We're past midnight. We're past midnight. Let's go turn on our good turret. That's a broodmother on its way. Okay. We're doing just fine. We're doing just fine. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. It's just me and a stick. Me and a stick. Come on. Oh my god. Okay. 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 Broodmother's gotta die. No, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. I didn't think he was gonna show up. Okay, he's dead, he's dead. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. This is more than I bargained for. He's back, he's back, he's back. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Alright, he is getting shocked, which is good. Come on, don't break, don't break, don't break, don't break, don't break, don't break. This is your game, Sizen. This is your game. Come on. Alright, 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 alright. Everything is coming tonight. Everything is coming tonight. You're dead, Incubus. You're dead, Incubus. I don't care about you, bro. You're dead. Alright, I killed him. I killed him. Oh my gosh. I'm really scared, guys. Okay, 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 okay. That's a lot of zombies. That's a lot of zombies. They're piling up really bad. This guy's about to make it in here somehow. They squished him in. Come on. Come on, back up, back up, back up, back up. Please, please give me a second to breathe. Alright, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. I don't have much time to throw grenades tonight. Come on, get out of my way. This is really bad. We just gotta chug away at their health, man. Come on, big boy. Oh my gosh. Okay, Horde Night's really not over, let's be honest. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Turn this one off. Turn this off. Guys, do you see what's up there? Something's up there doing a lot of damage. Oh gosh, it's her, it's her, it's her. Okay, okay, okay. We're fine, we're fine. She's doing a lot of damage to my stuff up there, though. Let's get out, let's get out. I can do this, I can do this. Come here. This is one thing I was really worried about. I don't think I'm going to be able to deal with this. I'm actually screwed here. Ouch, 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 ouch. Don't run that way, Sizen. Don't run that way, Sizen. Don't run that way, Sizen. Come on. Drink your coffee. You're honestly nothing. If you could just get closer to me. Come on, baby. I'm gonna kill you. All right, there's one down. There's one down. Come on, come on. Oh my gosh, I got there. Okay, that is god tier loot. Laser shotgun, power fists, power hammer, laser carbine. That's the best loot in the game. One of my blade traps is gone. For the most part, it looks like everything is intact though. I need to see the fighting position up here to actually really know. I mean, hey, my turrets are still here. Hello. They broke through all my spikes too. Not even necessarily titanium. I need about 30 turrets up here. Because they were still breaking through the titanium just as easily. They do a crazy amount of block damage. So since this loot is all stuff you guys have already seen and I'm not really going to get anything else crazy that's going to be detrimental to my game, it's time to start prepping for the biggest plan we've had so far. I used my last class paper to go into my last class, which was Hunter. Hopefully mastering this will give me a special ability or perk. Well, no, it didn't actually. I also made 50 blackstrap coffee because I had the resources for it, and they give 5 wellness plus 40% stamina regeneration, so why the hell not? And since I had 17 skill points, I immediately mastered Hunter, and yeah, no special abilities or perks, but maybe when I put points into everything and max everything out, I'll get something cool. Okay, so it's day 79, and we're rolling out for that big plan I was talking about, which is running that crazy hellish mission in the wasteland for Dr. Anna again. The only issue this time is my game stage is about 150 points higher, meaning it's going to be 10 times harder, and Incubus is probably going to be there. But then I remembered that I told you guys towards the beginning of this playthrough I wanted to run this Minecraft building off to the right, and that's exactly what we're going to do. What do y'all say we take a fun little detour and run this place? It's gonna keep itching the back of my mind until I actually run it. And I will say, this was the hardest building I've ever run in my entire life. I don't know what the hell they were thinking when they built this POI, but you'll see. Ooh, crap. This place looks devastating. First of all, there was no direct path up. At least that was visible to me. So I had building blocks on me and decided to just build my way up. I've also never seen a POI that needs this many vultures. I mean, it was Attack of the Birds, and you're about to see it, but it was bad, bad, bad. Oh my gosh. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? That's a lot of damn zombies, dude. That's a lot of damn zombies. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Are you kidding me? What the hell? What the hell?
Oh my god. 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 I may have just screwed my entire self. Yep, there it is. Oh. So I made it to the loot. That was all the zombies. It was just 2 big bursts, but damn, that was close. All right, let's go get my helicopter. Oh. What the hell? Well, I'm afraid that doesn't even compare to what I'm about to go through. Oh, I have 6 more levels. Can I pump these now? Oh. Oh yeah, okay, that's done. Farmer, we'll just pump these just to see if anything happens when we finish all the classes. Oh, the mighty day 80. I wish I didn't do this, but I did. I'm finally at that quest, and it's time to see if my game stage is actually going to make a huge difference. These first few doors didn't seem any different. I took the zombies out pretty easily and got to this amazing loot room. Energy cells, that's what I like to see, baby. As you know, I'm only here for energy cells, nothing else. So if I have to drop a bunch of really good loot for that, then I will. Ooh, you hear that thunder? That's no bueno. You know, what's crazy is this place is extremely hard even when you're using guns, and all I have is an electric stick. That's all I have. Great. Yep, he's in there. Versing Incubus during Horde nights, no problem, because I have a wall of titanium blocking me. This time, I don't. All right, come on, buddy. The cool thing about these guys is they get stun locked as soon as they get hit, so they'll never truly be able to hit you. But when there's 2 of them, they're fast as hell. It's kind of scary. Okay, that's actually not as hard as I thought to deal with. And he drops a lot of energy cells. I think there's another one behind this damn door, dude. Yep, there is. That's not good. I don't know what to do about that. There's 2 of them. So remember how I was talking about my wellness? You see how it's at 154? Anytime I get hit by an orange zombie or an incubus, my wellness drops permanently, and that's instant. No, I can't. Oh gosh, what have I done? I gotta get outside now. All right, there's one dead. There we go. Dude, I just went through it. Jason's machete is pretty good. More plasma grenades. Wow. Can't believe I just made it out of that alive. And now I get to do it 5 more times. Let's get it. Also, I already found my supplies, so that's pretty dope. Now I don't have to worry about dying. All right, we're done with the quest on paper. Hell yeah. Incubus is no problem. That's so many zombies. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to get outside. Yep. We're going outside, baby. We're going outside. Don't do that. Where do we go? No. Got it. This is really gonna suck. That's all I can say. This is really gonna suck. Why is there always two? Why is there always two? I gotta get the hell out of here, man. There's one dead. After killing that incubus and that wave of zombies, there was this last demonic behemoth in here, and after this, I'd be at the final loot with no more zombies. I didn't think that I had the ability to complete this. And let's be fair, I wouldn't if this metal door wasn't blocking this doofus. Oh my gosh. What am I going through right now? Let's be real, the loot in this place is always good, but this time it treated me super well. I walked out of here with over 3,000 energy cells, and now I feel like I'm set up for more laser turrets. Day 81, I had to take the trip back to Anna to turn in the quest, and then afterwards I went home and came up with my next plan. I was sorting through ammo and realized that 90% of my storage boxes are completely full, so I want to make more soon, but I have to make laser turrets, and to make laser turrets, I need uranium, and I also need raw titanium, which I need to go back to the wasteland for. So I spent the rest of the day farting around, but in the morning, we're gonna head out and do some more dangerous stuff. I don't wanna go back. Oh, I set an absurd goal of 300,000 titanium while being here, so late day 83 is probably when I'll leave. There it is. There it is. Oh, I don't know if y'all see who that is, but that's someone I can't kill. By the end of the day, I finally hit 100,000 titanium, but we're not at our goal just yet, so I'm gonna stay persistent. And late morning, day 83, we hit 200,000. Man, I've been going at this for a day and a half, and we have 220,000. We're almost to the goal. And then we have to go get some uranium. Maybe even plutonium. We'll see how it's looking, though. So I didn't exactly reach 300k, but 260,000 is more than enough. So we're gonna head to a different spot, let the heat die down, and get some other resources. As you already know, uranium and plutonium combined make enriched uranium, which is how I make those energy cells. And then also, I just need raw uranium plus raw titanium to make laser turret parts. Receiver, craft. Barrel, craft. Parts, craft. Again. 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 Coil shotgun turret, laser shotgun turret. We're making 3 of them. I'm hoping that says 10,000. It is 10,000. 10,000 forged titanium. And I still have 62,000 left over. Which, as you know, now it's time to convert everything in my horde base to forged titanium and get that nasty blue shingle look. Not only that, but placing my new laser turrets on the ceiling so I don't have to deal with succubus anymore. Let's be real though, if it was real life, I wouldn't be running away from her. You know what I mean? Oh, we've already blown through a bunch of titanium, but we're getting somewhere. That was only 3,000 and we 7,000 more, so I think we might be able to finish the whole base. 4,000 titanium later, and I was just about to run out on the inside of my base, so I might have to use all of what I farmed. And after a long-ass day of upgrades and repairs and everything else, it was done. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get all the turrets taken care of. Y'all ready for that next horde night? Because I'm not. All right, let's go ahead and turn everything on. We're missing a blade trap because I just didn't have enough time. Well, I did, but I kind of just forgot. So here we go. Oh, shoot. I didn't get my grenades. Let me go grab those. All right. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alright, we've been through this before. We've been here before. Nothing's different. This is easy. It's just straight behemoths from the beginning. What do I do? What do I do? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, the red zombies are here. Holy smokes.
Damn, that took a lot of hits to kill. Okay, this is getting much, much tougher. Oh, yeah, that was a good direct hit right there. Oh, man, that's beautiful. All right, all right, all right. Come on, Sizen. Come on, Sizen. Don't let me down, baby. You've got this, kiddo. You've got this. Oh, boy. That repulsor mod does not repulse very well. There we go. Holy smokes, holy smokes, holy smokes. All right, good turrets, good turrets, good turrets. Repair. Repair front. I'm really hoping those succubus don't come too early because then I gotta deal with that. Think we're okay? Best horde base ever? I think so. Oh, we're doing so good. Oh, something bad's down there. That's an incubi running up here. Incubi. I repeat, incubi. Is that what I think it is? I have not seen one of those on Horde Night yet. Oh, that might be a problem. That might be a problem. Holy health. He has so much health. He's not falling either. That's a problem. All right, guys, this might be the end for me. I need to go repair this now or I'm screwed. Come on, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down. He's almost dead, he's almost dead, he's almost dead, he's almost dead. Come on. Let's go. Oh, it's you. Damn, we have another one of those. Oh, God. And he hits me. There goes my wellness. This really sucks. Come on, get out of my way, get out of my way, get out of my way, get out of my way. Please no. Please no, please no, please no, please no, please. Get down. Get down, get down, get out of my way. Gosh, those things have so much health. Let's go, we got it, we got it. All right, one more hour, guys, one more hour. We've got this. Grenades are kicking ass, everything's kicking ass. We're doing fantastic. Get out of here. You don't know nothing about it. My name's Sizen. What's your name? You ain't nothing, kiddo. Alright. Alright, we're getting our second wave here. Dude, these grenades do so much damage. All right, little pile up. My turrets are doing so much. Golly, the amount of bears in that pit, bro. Oh my gosh, I'm getting all sorts of bad stuff. Okay. That was the longest Horde Night I think I've ever taken part in. Some stuff exploded even further out here, which is okay, because I've dealt with all the support there. Nothing got too broken, really. I mean, those bears were attacking right here because they couldn't get out, but that's okay. So my turrets did take out some succubus up here. Okay, because there's red loot bags. That's badass. And they still have a good amount of ammo, too. When I was done with the post-Horde Night stuff, I opted in for some good old-fashioned fun and decided to paint the whole Horde base. It took all day, but rightfully so. There's so many surfaces and so many things to paint, but I promise by the end of it, it looks amazing. For the outside, I used gray marble, and for the interior, I used this badass dungeon brick wall style. Oh, there is tier 6s. I didn't even realize.
Okay. That kind of sucks. I thought tier 5 was the highest.
So now I need to grind some more and get up to tier 6 quests because I want you guys to have the ultimate form of entertainment when I go to the wasteland and run my one final quest. Unfortunately though, I was only able to get in about 1 to 2 quests per day, which made the process even more tedious. So day 86 I ran 2 quests, day 87 I started with the buried supplies. That was actually pretty tough.
Okay, that was hard as hell. Maybe buried supplies are not quick, and we should not do those again.
Day 87 through 88, I was running the one same quest in the city because it was taking forever, but I finished it early morning. And then almost another full day on this underground bunker quest, but this one was actually pretty fun, and now we only need to complete 3 more before we're on tier 6. This next one sucked ass. I thought I was done with the top portion until I found that you could go underground, and it was in a sewage system, so you couldn't jump or move.
I'm glitched out. I can't move. Okay.
But the more I show of this, the less I can show you of that final quest. So just know that I completed this and it wasn't too bad.
Oh, what a grind.
The day 89 quest was straight out of a horror movie. I mean, zombies were coming out of every pore from this building, and I was actually scared for my life for once. But without any surprise, I grabbed my supplies, completed the quest, and headed back. But now I have to hunker down and work on the horde base since horde night's in 2 days. So, get ready for the biggest change that this base has gone through yet. It was basically just making the base stronger. I brought the base of it all the way to the top of the bottom of the horde base, I guess you can say, and this just made it chunkier. I also walled off the entire interior of the base, and this eliminated my grenade door, and I didn't mean for it to.
Oh, shoot. Am I supposed to throw grenades, bro?
It doesn't matter. I was committed to the project now and saw it through. Grenades are the least of my worries right now because I have a bunch of good turrets, and on the final horde night, I'm starting with melee, but then I'm running a second horde night and I'll be using guns just for fun. I also beefed up my turret stands on the outside of my base and placed a backing on them so I don't fall off when I'm throwing grenades, because now I have to go outside to throw them.
Alright, let's refill all of our turrets while we're up here.
And for my last projects before horde nights, so 2 titanium blade traps to go on my wall underneath my runway, crafting as many energy cells as I possibly can, and running dry of all of my resources because this is the final burst of energy cells that I need.
Oh my gosh, that's 4,000 energy cells. I didn't even realize.
And finally making a tier 80 laser M60 and shotgun for that final horde night. And since I deserve to relax for once in my life, I did so until horde night. I just chilled out.
Everything's turned on except my good turrets, which are right here. We'll turn that on halfway through like always.
Oh yeah, second to last horde night. Let's get it. Woo! Here we go.
Wow. Wow, that's a lot of regular zombies. I'm kind of fine with that, though. The behemoths are really annoying.
All right, yeah, it's going good. Woo!
All right, we're at midnight. We're gonna start getting the really hard zombies. Let's go turn this on. Oh yeah, we got one of those guys. Damn it. Oh my gosh, he has double the health?
No way! It's gonna take me forever!
There goes my wellness, son of a gun. All right, I'm gonna be here for about 20 minutes killing this guy. Come on, die, come on, die. Thank you.
Oh, that's a lot of really bad stuff!
Seems like a problem, but it's not. Incubus is nothing. Incubus we don't care about. You suck.
I can't hit him. Thank you. Best horde base ever. Oh, okay, she's here. She's here. Golly, a lot of bad stuff. No way he hit me. Get out of here. You don't know nothing about it. You don't know nothing about it. My name is Azini Dawini. Come on, they've been stuck. Oh! That's why we don't use plasma grenades. All right, Horde Night is almost over, and then we got to do a cleanup. We have completed Horde Night. I just got to take care of the pit. Grenades have been my best friend this whole playthrough, and I wouldn't be anything without them. Give credit where credit is due, my friends. When Horde Night subsided and I picked up all of my loot, it was time to finish those last 3 tier 5 quests so I could show you the craziest quest ever. Oh, dude, fetches are so clutch. And the reason for that is all I have to do is look at my compass, find where the supplies are, kill a few zombies, and boom, I'm already done. It takes like 3 minutes. Oh! Screw you, you scared me. Oh my gosh, easiest quest ever, we're done. The next one didn't actually show where the supplies were on the compass. They just dropped from a zombie loot bag, which is the first time I've ever seen that happen. What the hell? My supplies were in there? Okay. All right, we're already done. But it couldn't be that easy. Of course, the last tier 5 that I have to run before tier 6s had to be an absolute pain in the ass and pretty damn hard. For the melee only challenge, quests that have tight corridors and tunnels where you can't really run or jump anywhere are not your friend because you don't have firepower. Your best hope is like this, where you clog up a doorway and you can knock them out pretty easily. Other than that, you're screwed. I'd say this was the hardest part of the entire quest just because it was a 1x2 hallway with nowhere to run. But you can always see the stabilizing or turning point in a fight when things slow down and you know you're gonna be okay. So the rest of this was a breeze. I mean, don't get me wrong, this quest was obnoxiously long going into the middle of day 93, but we still completed it. Golly. Where was this? This area was never even shown to me. The rewards for a tier 5 quest are still ass, but that wasn't the point. I'm finally done with those, and now we're gonna head to the wasteland. Oh, okay, the tier 6s are ready. Ooh, there's one. That's running distance. I was just gonna chill on the roof until morning time, so the quest was a little bit easier, but nah, screw that. Let's just try it. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Tier 6 in the wasteland at nighttime. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're starting it off crazy here. Golly. No way it can be that easy though, right? What was that? What was that sound? What was that sound? Where do I go from here? Okay, that. Oh! I'm not beating that. I'm not beating that. I'm not beating that. That's absolutely ridiculous. Oh my freaking gosh. This game's joking, right? This game's joking, right? I can't beat that. See, I don't really want to do this. Did y'all just see who the hell that was? They're all red. We're failing the quest, guys. I'm sorry. I can't do that. I can't do it. Okay, this was a huge mistake. It was a nice, humbling moment. Now we know that it's physically impossible to do anything tier 6 in the wasteland without guns. So I went back to Pine Forest to run a tier 6 there to see how that would go before moving up to a different biome. And let me tell you, this is the only quest I'm going to show in its entirety because it was so damn hard and so damn good. There's zombies raining from the sky. Oh my gosh. Ooh. I just pissed off more zombies. Guys, I can't even get inside yet. This is terrifying. Okay. All right. All right. Here's what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. This is what grenades were made for. One more zombie left. Killed them all. And I didn't even have to engage. Ooh-wee. All right, but that's not the way we were supposed to go. I think what it wanted us to do is jump over this and go in through here. Let's assess the situation. We're gonna let them all come to me. Let them flood. Hell yeah. Let's go, Susan. What do you know about it? You don't know nothing. Check for Mega Crush. No Mega Crush. No coffee. It's never anything good for me. Light work. All right, so I've explored the entire first floor. No, I have not. No, I have not. No, I have not. Nice. That was all money. What the hell? Staying on theme with the businessmen. I've already been in there. Okay, now we're officially done with the first floor. That was the introductory part. You ready for when it actually gets hard? Okay, here we go. Good morning. Leave me alone. That was rude, Big Mama. I don't appreciate that whatsoever. Ooh. All right, let's go, guys. Holy crap. That's a lot of zombies. Nah, hold up, hold up, hold up. Run the song back, run the song back. This is true difficulty. There we go. We killed him, whatever the hell he was. You're joking. You're joking. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's not good. Damn, this quest still isn't worthy of that song. I mean, we're already almost done. I just gotta kill this guy and one more doofus stuck in a fireplace downstairs. Oh, what a fun way to finish off this hard-ass quest. Day 95, I headed all the way to the burnt forest the trader wrecked, which took a long-ass time. I wanted to try a quest here. Maybe it would be slightly harder. I don't know, but we're about to find out. This quest was actually extremely boring. The hardest thing and the talking point of the whole quest was this demon lord. I eventually killed him, but it kind of sucked. Okay, I killed him. I killed him. Other than that, though, I was kind of pissed off at the quest because it took me all day to never actually complete it. I could not find the last route that I needed to take. The Darkness Falls quests are really weird like that. So half a day trip back home, I ran one more tier 6 in Pine Forest over by my house. And while it wasn't easy, it wasn't necessarily the hardest thing I've ever ran. At this point in the game, I just wanted to have some fun, and that's exactly what I was doing. But here soon, we're going to deal with the hardest hurdle we've had yet. 250 forged titanium is not a little reward. Also, HP 44. I mean, there's nothing else really good here to take. Armor spikes. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. I'm taking that. So, day 97, I began with refilling all of my turrets, making sure that everything at the horde base was ready to go for our final horde night. Not only that, but I spent a good amount of time repairing stuff because I never did that after last time. And day 98, I started building a fence around my garden to actually make it an official garden. So, at this point, I'm just doing things for fun, and I'm not going to waste your time any longer. So, as soon as this horde night is done, I'm going to go ahead and refill all the turrets, do a few repairs, and then jump right into the next one. There's going to be no breaks. I just want to thank you guys for sticking through a 100-day video with me. Getting this far, the support means the world to me. This is going to be our hardest horde night. Like always, it keeps evolving and keeps evolving, but we did it. We did the 100-day challenge with only melee weapons, and I'm super proud. So there's a succubus right off the rip. We got to turn this on. That's really unfortunate. I'll turn it off when she leaves. All right, I think succubus might be dead. We're going to turn that off. I also didn't grab any grenades, so when I get a short break, I'm gonna do that. All right, we're all good. We're all good. It seems a little stressful, but it's not. Let me grab some grenades. Oh, there's another succubus. Damn it. All right, we're just gonna have to leave this on. Let's grab those grenades. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Get out of my way. Damn, dude. Damn. There was no break at this. It's just straight ass from the start. Oh, yeah. We got a bunch of succubus out there. That's really not good. I'm hoping those turrets can deal with her. As soon as succubuses go down, I might have to go out and refill some turrets. You're going down, kiddo. You're nothing. You're nothing. This one has a lot of health for some reason. Those blade traps are doing their job. Everything is doing its job. I've run out of ammo and a few turrets, it sounds like. Oh my gosh, there's too much stuff for me to go out there right now. All right, I just have to try. I just have to try. I got it on me. Make sure that turret's stocked well. Repairs. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. This is horde night right here. I need y'all to get the hell out of my runway, please. Damn, damn, damn. Come on, come on, come on. Get out of here, please. Get out of here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, that's some really good damage right there. I love what I'm seeing.
Yes, yes, yes. Guys, I am in love. I'm in love. By far my favorite 100-day playthrough. We have an hour left of Horde Night, and then you already know it's going to continue on afterwards. Jiminy Frickmas, this is stress. Come on, baby. 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 You're dead. Horde Night is officially over. We've survived every one. All right, chuck some grenades at this guy. Check this. We haven't checked that in a while. Back to it. Back to it.
So it's day 99, guys, and the challenge is basically over. Day 100, I'm gonna go run the impossible quest, which isn't gonna last long because it's impossible. But I told you guys I wanted to do a guns run on one Horde Night this playthrough, and since we're already done with the official challenge, I feel like we can have some fun now. So let's jump right back into it. I've done my repairs, everything's good to go. Let's just get it, baby. So I went up one difficulty and set the time back to day 98. So treat day 98 like it's day 99. There's no day 99 Horde Night, and that's why. Remember that badass song? Yeah, this Horde Night is worthy of it. We're gonna play through the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And we got the fire mod on here, too. Oh, say less. This is so good. Okay, this is so much easier. I guess that's why this challenge is hard, huh? This is so good. This is the most fun I've ever had. Oh no, okay, I was not expecting him. I'm not ready for that level of block damage. Okay, okay, this is really bad. This is really bad. Reload. I did not think increasing the difficulty would already bring these guys here. There's two of them. There's two of them. Reload, come on. I gotta repair that trap too. They have so much health, that's unfair. I just blew off his head. I just blew off his head. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. He doesn't do that much block damage. The M60 is just way too good. The shotgun's not really that great, so I want to stick on this for now. That's ridiculous health, man. That's so unfair. And now there's two of them at my front door. Okay. Repair. Repair, repair. Oh my gosh, they actually did some good damage there. Come on, go down, dude. Go down. Please go down. I don't know if I'll be able to kill them. Succubus are going crazy up there, but I can't really watch it. Gosh, these enemies have so much health. Come on, come on, come on. Reload. Okay, this is really bad. Guys, I don't know what to do about these. Alright, I can't really focus on them. I don't know what to do here. I might die to those matriarch chicks. My turrets cannot deal with them. Straight headshots that melts Incubus. Reload. Alright. They're not doing too bad. I think these guys are healing because they keep coming back up here with more health. Come on, come on. This is an impossible horde night. Those things just keep spawning. Alright, he's almost dead. Let me kill one. Let me kill one. Horde night's over. I gotta check repairs. I gotta check repairs, man. Alright, we're all good. We're all good. Oh my gosh, I killed one. That was a lucky ass shot. Guys, I don't know what to do. There's another one dead. There's another one dead. No way, no way. We're almost done. Wowzers. One more of these bad guys. We got another one. We got another one. No way. That was the hardest horde night I've ever had. Okay, so I never turned on my good turrets. It's officially day 100, and I said goodbye to my house and my horde base for good as I fly over to Dr. Anna to pick up this impossible quest. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoy this last part of nothing but pure pain for me, and I'll see you at the end. Kill Lucifer. That's our goal. This should be fun. This should be... It's impossible. Yeah, he has the resurrection ability, so there's no point in fighting all of these guys. Lucifer's the man I want, but that hurt really bad. So we just gotta find homeboy. See, we can't get close enough to him with all these zombies. This is not going well. Where is the man of the hour? Where is he? Let's just see how much damage we can do to him. There's no point. There's no point. Should I just let myself die? Or should I just get the hell out of here? Because there's no way I can do this. It's impossible. Unless I can somehow get him to come to me without everything else coming to me. Can I cheese him? That's the real question. Guys, this is not gonna happen. I just want to let you know now, it's not happening. Artis almost died. Oh yeah, we ain't killing him. I tried for you guys. I tried for you guys.
Well, I love you guys, and that's what a 100-day playthrough looks like with absolutely no gun usage. I love you all, and thank you so much for watching.